Can you stay categorical?
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you
2 cents. Hello to my blue friends. Get another spinning and they call it revolution. Loose lips, fatter than a new tits. Glass make her think it's ruthless. Deuces, 2 cents.
Okay. Kenny.
Hello?
Well, I had no sound.
I thought it was on my end.
No. I guess it's our host.
Oh, there's an echo. We got sound with an echo now.
Oh, we do? Is it for me?
Wait, no, it's me. Just a second.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. I do.
All right, there we go.
I don't know about Hank.
Okay. Got it fixed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Come on, Vlad. The Avatar is great. It's the Last Supper, like literally your Last Supper. Every horror film you can think of is fucking awesome. Come on, that's great. You got the Exorcist chick, the aliens on the end, Predator just chilling, Jason at the center. Even Beetlejuice is back there. Check that out. Even Beetlejuice is in the background there. Myers, Leatherface. Look, even Ripley. Ripley's there, chilling.
But where's Hannibal Lecter with some Chianti?
Oh, yeah, right there. He's right next to Jason.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
And that
Jason. That's him right there. Right next to Jason.
Yeah. Okay, I thought that was a bad Hitler. Never mind.
Even Gizmo. What the fuck is Gizmo's there too? That's really cool. And I don't know. Oh, that's the people from that chick near the Predator is she's from I can't remember that movie, but yeah. The Strangers. Yeah, Pinhead is Pinhead there? Let me see. Yeah, I don't see Pinhead.
Right below Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, Pinhead's right below Beetlejuice. Yep, there he is. I know, it's pretty cool. And look, Jason's got like an alien egg right in front of him. That's cool. Oh, we lost Gary.
Uh-oh.
So how are you doing, Hank? What's been up? What's new with you, brother man?
Pretty good.
Good. So you heard the news that Kate is planning a trip to California to come meet Furry, because Furry will not come to the East Coast to meet Kate.
Yes, I was there for the shit show live.
What'd you think?
It's entertaining, funny, but it's just feeding fuel to Furry and her argument.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I'm kind of like the same way. I mean, I think it's entertaining, and but I'm also seeing where Kate's coming from. I mean, they have been. I mean, they really have been on her. It's been fucking horrible.
I can completely understand why she did what she did. I'm just
I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm with you on the same boat though. Like I do feel like a lot of that is just going to feed it, and Furry is just going to keep going and going and going. Brian's going to keep going and going and going. They're already, as soon as they noticed that the live stream was down, they're already on their fucking high horses, taking the moral high ground. We would never do something like that, and all this is like, gosh, shut up already. Knowing damn well they would. They're just so trying to be as angelic as possible right now, you know? It's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're right, SoCal Watch. It could go wrong. It could go wrong. You're right. There's many things that it could go wrong on. And also, I guess Dutch said that Furry wants to make a trip down to the East Coast, so that should be interesting.
I'm betting Furry is going to try and figure out when Kate's going there so she can be in Massachusetts going, where are you, Kate? I'm here for you.
Oh, you know what? Right? Absolutely. 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 It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Got me a new headset, so.
Oh, cool. I just posted a video about Auditing USA, made it just for Dash. Nice. Cool. Cheeky. Where's the laugh? Let me text laugh. Let her know I'm live.
I just
You
did.
did? Okay, because sometimes people just aren't getting my fucking loud notifications. You know? Oh,
Yeah, I know.
hey, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Hey.
Hey, Kate.
Hey. Sorry about last night with Paige being holy fuck.
Yeah, she was, but it's all good. And you guys were just like letting it loose that day yesterday, and I feel you on wanting to go fuck a friend. I'm gonna try and make it go with you guys, but I'm like up north, and I'm not sure if I have to look at the schedule and all that. But if I can,
Travel days.
both.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm not putting them out there because I feel like she's going to do something like try to be in Massachusetts or hide or, whatever else. So I'm not really putting it out there, but I will say this. I booked it pretty far in advance. Number one, because of I have kids in school and I work and stuff. And number two, because of this whole COVID thing, I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to be like an issue travel wise. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I did absolutely have a fucking mental breakdown last night. Don't get me wrong. Adding alcohol to it was a great idea, but I was in my right mind enough to go, okay, let's make realistic travel plans. But I'm not going to do anything violent or anything. I might bring her a fruit basket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that deal with Paige, I could completely feel where you were going with them using veteran status, but Paige took it to generalize all veterans. And
I couldn't even, by that point, I could just kind of stare at her feet, and then I kind of feebly started to cite like low income recruitment staff and stuff to be like, hey, listen here, you really shouldn't be shitting on veterans because this is a very complicated issue. But there was just no help in that. Yeah, she really doesn't. She just takes this whole status thing way too far. It's kind of ridiculous. You can have issues with the state and not transfer that onto the people that are serving it. You know what I mean? Same thing with police.
It's not
I think that a lot of people are.
It's not like the military sends out an email going, "Where would y'all like to go and kill people today?"
Well, it's not even really kill. It's like risk. You know what I mean? And impact your own mental health and impact your family. It's like there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into that, and that's why, without trying to identify who it was, I come from a family of military service. Back to my grandfather, not my father. My father skipped out. He was born in the '60s, so wasn't the popular thing to do then. But I have a lot of family members in the military, and so you see firsthand kind of what people go through, and it's really not fair to just paint that with a broad brush like she did. But she was also, she was fucking hammer drunk.
I don't know if I've ever seen her sober.
I know I haven't.
I don't think I have either. I really don't.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know who you got. I've heard the name, but I haven't had the pleasure. I had left before she showed up on your guys' stream. so I didn't see all of that. And then I heard about what she did on Polly's, but I've never had the pleasure, and I doesn't think I want to, and I don't think I'm gonna let her up on my panel if she ever does show up.
Well,
Stories that I'm hearing.
the boo bomb was no pleasure.
Yeah,
It kind of looked like udders. Just saying.
I don't like body shame, but like, I mean, yeah, I was worried at one point, like, please don't whip out any body parts. I don't know. Yeah. Like you always know if you let Paige be up that she's going to be in like a varying states of intoxication. But
I remember that.
like,
I remember that.
Holy shit. Usually we just argue when she comes up. I mean, honest to God, I understood what she was kind of trying to say around like furry and blind justice. But then she just kind of transferred it to everything, and it's like, oh my God, like you're wrong. I know lots of veterans that don't act like human garbage and say, well, it's because I'm a veteran. Like that's a pretty rare thing to happen. I think Adam Kokesh is another good example of someone who uses his veteran status. But again, you know, somebody like Adam Kokesh, I don't know what his tours of duty did to him. I don't know how that affected him. So
absolutely. Yeah, it's sad. I really think that, you know, I'm a veteran. Gary's a veteran, so is Hank. Hank's a veteran, and you know, we all came out, you know, relatively normal. I guess if you want to look at it that way. And but there's a lot of people that didn't, and you know what? We don't take care of our veterans very well at all. The mental health states. I mean, the VA system is really fucking flawed, and they need a whole lot of work. And it is sad what we're doing to a lot of our veterans by not giving them the service after they served our country. It's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, it would be nice.
I don't like the word normal. Normal is that's a tough one, but I mean, you know, unscathed, I guess, would be a better way to put that.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I did kind of tell a story about it. Again, like I feel uncomfortable identifying which relative this is, but you know, I had a relative that did 4 tours of duty, and it's like, you know, after the first 2, it's like maybe you shouldn't go back. But he had outside of his desire to serve his country, he had real incentive to keep going back, and that every time that he was deployed, they couldn't foreclose on his house, which is a good thing. But at the same time, when that becomes sort of incentive to keep, like, you know, risking your life, I don't know how I feel about that, if we're being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I did not serve, but I will tell you that I am a private in the KISS Army. Just let you know.
All right.
No, thanks for your service. I think we're just gonna edit out the part where Paige B, you know, went off the rails. Other than that, like, yeah, no, I lost my goddamn mind. I was receiving fucking emails over the weekend again about Brian Sessions and furry, and I'm so done with it. I really am I'm so done with it.
How do you decompress with when you get emails and shit like that? Can you just, like, how do you turn it off? You know, just say, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be bothered with it. How do you do that?
I mean, sometimes I just take extended breaks and dump my channel off, right? And then people complain, like, why aren't you posting? And I feel like I'm in, like, this terrible position. I shouldn't say terrible position. That's kind of self-victimizing. But it's an awkward position to where we have, like, memberships and shit. So I feel obligated to continue to produce content. But sometimes, like, it just gets to be a lot between, you know, the Turtle Boy bullshit and then Furry and Brian. And, you know, lately it's really been bothering me that people I considered friends, I'm watching people, like, literally celebrate their deaths, which just really bothers me. I'm watching friends of mine get called child molesters with absolutely nothing to substantiate it. They're not child molesters. You know, I get my kids dragged through the mud constantly, especially my fucking teenage daughter, which really, really bothers me. Like, you know, the whole thing just gets, like, so ugly. And I don't think I'm really, like, I'm kind of pro-police. I'm not saying that I'm not, but it's not like I mean, I can look at things objectively and see that there are certain, you know, systemic problems that do exist. I'm like, I prefer to be on the side of, like, just basic human decency, and there's not a lot of this, or I mean, a lot of that in this community. It just doesn't exist.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
if Jabba the Gums lumped over and died today, I would be pissed off if somebody said the same things about him that he said about Catnap.
Absolutely.
I despise the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that if he died, I wouldn't celebrate it, because I'm assuming that somewhere he has someone who loves him and would be sad. Because the thing is, like, right, So Brian dies, hypothetically here. You can celebrate it all day long. It's not going to affect him. He's fucking dead, right? But it will affect like his children, and I'm sure that his wife probably won't be that upset, to be completely honest, from everything I've seen. But siblings or parents or anything, like, the people that are left behind are the ones that get the sting of watching somebody that they don't even know, a random stranger on the internet, celebrating their loved one's death. It's fucked up.
And from from those of us coming from the decent side of humanity, hell, I could even see myself donating to a GoFundMe to take care of his wife and child. I wouldn't give that much, but I'm not gonna sit there and celebrate his death, and I'm damn sure wouldn't try and get a GoFundMe shut down going to try and take care of his kid.
Yeah, no, he's vile. I mean, he might make my list too at this point. I mean, there's like another component to this too, which is that like if I let this sort of behavior shut me down, it just adds to a precedent that would be set as to how you get rid of people that you don't agree with on the internet. And I don't really want to do that. Like, it's like, especially with the visibility behind it, like, if Furry succeeded in essentially intimidating Mathel off the internet, then she would celebrate that and people would see that. And now that is a tactic that has been proven to work. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Oh shit! What happened?
Did you watch Virgo's video today, Kate?
Yeah, I've been giving her some information and helping her out because we had a lot of not a lot, but some information on these people anyway, and I think it's fantastic that she is going to be taking some action because I mean it's just beyond the pale. It really is.
It really is. They're really going a little too far. And it's just what gets me about it is I don't understand. I mean, I understand why Brian's involved. I don't understand why Furry's involved. I'm not seeing the upside for Furry in any of this. I see the upside for Brian, but am I missing something? Because I don't see an upside for Furry in this. Furry's
Brian probably called in chips for Furry for support.
I think what it is, honestly, is that Furry has Turtle Boy syndrome, where she has become kind of preoccupied, dare I say, obsessed with the idea of taking Mathel down. And she lumps anyone that disagrees with what they do in with us now. We're all Mathel trolls, which, like, yeah, I mean, Catnat was in our chat, but I mean, I wouldn't, she wasn't involved in a lot of the fuckery we get involved with,
Well, she's a moderator for Brian. I don't lump her in with Brian.
Right, exactly.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, but that's really like, you just have these, like, I don't even know how to profile these people, but it's some sort of, like, narcissistic, like, I don't even know, like, cluster B issue going on here, where these people become obsessed with just silencing any sort of dissenters. It's, and I just don't understand that because, like, prime example, like, we let Paige B up and spew her nonsense, and we let a lot of people up, and I don't try to immediately shut them down, and we will be editing her out before we put that video back up, but that's just because, like, a lot of people got really upset, and I can understand why. I can kind of understand why. The other part of it is, like, opinions are opinions. They happen, and I think it's a little bit disturbing, not on individual people, but just kind of society as a whole, that we're so, factional and fractions at this point that you can't even hear somebody else, voice an opinion that you don't agree with without losing your ever-loving shit,
Yeah.
Oh, the Brian troll up in here. Cameras mass destruction.
Yeah.
That's
Here we go.
You let him up, you're gonna see some black cock.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, not gonna do that. What's up, Lavender? How are you today?
I'm all right. I was over when you went live. I didn't get a notification, but
Yeah,
I was
people
over
aren't
on
getting 'em.
Shiva's panel. I wasn't on his panel. I mean, I was in the chat, and holy fuck, the shit show. Greg was there. He'll tell you that shit. Everybody was talking. There was 7 people on the panel. No Name was up there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then everybody else was Aussies and Brits. So all the thick accents and No Name going off about whatever she goes off about. And it was like, oh my God. It felt like, you know how you feel when you're in the bar and there's all these conversations going on around you, but you can't hear yourself talk?
Yeah.
Well,
That's what it was like. It was
What's up,
crazy.
Dirk? What's up,
that's
Dirk?
why normally named panel.
What's up?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was hilarious. But you
Yo, that
couldn't
that
understand
shit was
shit.
crazy. You could not understand any of them. I
Not
tried to be a
bit.
translator.
Yeah, that
Couldn't
worked out
work.
well.
Oh yeah, I was just as lost.
What's up, Carl?
Oh,
Carl.
hey Carl.
All hail Carl.
Oh,
Hey, Kate. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Yeah.
I saw Gary W. said Paige voicing her opinion in chat and one thing, allowing her to voice on a panel something else. Yeah, you're probably right. That's why we're gonna edit it out. I don't know. I mean, I let Eric Brandt up, and I let just about anybody up, and you say whatever you're gonna say. I was not in a good position to check her though. Like really, like I just like somebody took I think it was Alex O'Neill took like a screenshot of my face, and you could just tell I'm like. I had 2 shots of Fireball and just nothing but rage. Right? I was like, I don't even know how to fucking react. And I really like, you know, I kind of went into it like I would like to change her mind, and I just didn't have it in me to, you know, really be able to accurately and effectively voice my opinion on the matter, which is like, you know.
I think
Oh,
your
God,
mind was
Kate.
centered like furry. You were like
What about-
laser focused.
Well, what
Yeah,
about
tunnel
Doofy?
vision.
How's Doofy handling it all? Doofy's usually quiet anyway.
Yeah, no, afterwards he was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know.
So was this an impulse that you grabbed tickets with your card, or had you had it planned that you were going to?
Oh,
go
no,
to
it was 100% impulsive. I was pissed off to begin with, and then when Furry actually showed up in my chat and was like, "Say it to my face." Are you kidding me? You have come to Massachusetts allegedly twice now. It won't come don't tell me to say it to your face. You're like legitimately trying to phantom terrorize me and my family right now. Like, get the fuck out of here. I mean, I could have at any point, but I'm like, no, this is not a good idea, because actually, like, in the middle of the stream, I had to get up, and my credit card company had called me because it was a larger purchase than I usually make on my card, you know, at once. And so they called me like, hey, is this legitimate? Like, I guess it looks weird to have, you know, 3 plane tickets to California ordered at like 9 o'clock at night. And so like, I could have been like, no, I take it back. But I went out and confirmed my credit card information. I was like, yeah, we're going.
So how'd the hubby take the news? Was there an argument? Was he pissed?
So,
Oh boy.
honestly, I haven't had that conversation yet.
Oh no!
Oh,
Kate.
God, Kate.
I think if
What
I
are you
was
gonna
you,
do?
I would probably get him drunk before telling him.
That's probably a good. Idea.
Yeah.
He doesn't drink. So that would be
Well then,
difficult to do.
then right after you guys have sex or something, then break it down.
You know, honestly, we keep separate checking accounts, which I guess is kind of weird, but we've always done that. So, like, my money is my money or whatever. I think what's going to annoy him is that my kids want to go to LA. So I was like, yeah, sure. So I ended up going back and getting 3 more tickets, 2 for them and then 1 for a friend of mine who can stay with them at the accommodation. So they're not going to find Furry because that would be inappropriate or whatever. And he's going to be like, what the hell are you doing? But they've literally never been to California, so.
Okay.
Nice.
Look, do you have like a special event coming up? You could be like, look, honey, what I got you for whatever day it is.
Well, it'll be
Father's
entertaining.
Day.
It'll be entertaining enough to try and see her go through TSA in her hot dog outfit.
Oh my God.
That's good stuff. That's
Right.
good.
I would argue that instead of the hot dog, wear that cop outfit, go through TSA.
With with the
She
I don't
needs
think
to
I'm
wear
pepperoni
the
gonna do
on.
cop
that.
outfit.
That part was a little bit. That part was a little bit too impulsive. I'm probably not gonna do that, but I'll probably just dress like a normal person. I think.
Well, bring the a hot dog costume to meet Furry in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I would do that.
And white boy.
Right now we're doing Airbnb is what we're doing, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna stick with the Airbnb. There's like I have like a cancellation window, and I was thinking that maybe we would just get hotel rooms instead. I'm not sure yet with that.
And white boy Rick, she's already said that she didn't agree with what Paige was saying. I guess there were some things that Paige said that she kind of saw where she was coming from, but that's not the same as what you're saying right there. So
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't agree with that. I'm historically pro-veteran, but like I understood what she was saying about using veteran status in the case of like Furry as like sort of a shield for bad behavior. It's just like then she started to like branch that out and say that like all veterans do that, and I was like, well, wait, I mean, I know a lot that don't. Like, you know what I mean? They just that's not accurate. No, I don't think it's like I don't think that that's the case, but I don't know.
That's why I interrupted her and said something before she continued on with her rabbit hole.
Absolutely.
Right,
And I think
oh, sorry.
No, continue with your thought. Go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to explain to her that, like, like there's this perception that she has in her head of, like, the military being nothing but killing, and that, people, there's these young men and women that just sign up, like, I can't wait to go kill someone. Like, that's not accurate. That's just not how it happens. And I think, like, and I know that I got a comment on Facebook and someone was very upset that I had brought up the low-income recruitment, but that's a real issue. That's a real issue right now, that we're beyond the days of the draft. Joining the military doesn't have the same public perception that it once did, and so now they're recruiting low income students out of high school a lot of the time, and I mean those people are a lot of the time these kids are not signing up because they just want to go out and kill something. This is like the best bet that they have for their future, in theory. And like Hank said, they don't send you an email and go, okay, like where do you want to go and how do you want this to look? You're just sent wherever you're sent.
And I think it's important to remember also, like what Paige was doing on the panel was using generalities. She was painting us a broad strokes with a really broad brush. And we get on auditors for doing the same thing to police, and we don't, and auditors don't like it when other people do that about all auditors. So I mean, it's kind of like all within the same vein of just be careful what you say and how you interpret it, because you can't really paint with that broad brush because it doesn't always necessarily apply. And I think that's what Paige did, and that's what pissed a lot of people off, including Kate. So got to be careful with that sort of thing. What's going on, Carl?
Yeah,
how are you today?
I think when she looks at that from like her social justice, perception that she kind of has, and kind of incoherent and stuff like that, like she's railing on the wrong people there.
Yeah.
Railing on the wrong people.
Absolutely. So how are you doing today, Carl?
There is a spreader on my lift pole.
There's a spreader on your what?
A spider.
Oh, spider.
Spiders.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate spiders.
Oh.
How interesting. How am I gonna get rid of it?
Oh, it's not that blasphemous. It's funny. Come on, guys. Good one.
That is funny.
People are not liking the Last Supper with the horror images. I think it's pretty funny. It's good. Yeah. Can't please everyone,
Kenny, can I say something real quick? I just want to tell the people out in the chat, if you haven't subscribed to Lav, please do, because she's 6 subs away from 500.
She's less than 6, isn't she? She's like 4.
No, somebody unsubbed.
Oh,
that bastard.
Yeah, so last time I saw it was 494.
Yeah, that was
I'll make
the
sure you
last
guys
time
go
I saw
sub to Lavender. It up there right here.
Yes,
you guys
please.
Also sub to Kate. I mean, I'm sure she would appreciate it. She's awesome.
Asshole.
And think about it. If she gets enough, she's gonna show up with the hot dog suit. All right, cameras, you're coming on here. We're gonna do something real quick because I don't trust this fucker. So
Yeah, he's gonna put a lot of
Yeah.
black makeup on.
Hold my beer.
all right, hold on. You can say
I'll
something. You're gonna be
drink it.
stupid. Are you there?
What?
He's gonna dig
Okay.
into Kate.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. What you got?
Yeah, it's okay. What's up with you dissing the military?
Kate
was
did
not
not
dissing
diss
the
the military. Somebody on her panel was getting disrespectful with them.
Did you not say that why is the military fighting wars in other countries? Did you not say that?
She
No.
did not. I agree with that sentiment, but it's not the soldiers' choice of where they go. And the statement that Kate made yesterday was not blaming it on the soldiers.
You sure about that, Hank?
I mean, he was there. So there's that.
I saw it too.
No, I mean Hank was actually on the panel. He was there.
Yeah, Paige was. Hank was arguing with Paige. So
Yes,
Oh,
I'm the one
yeah.
that said something to Paige about it. Is probably why it made a blip on the radar for some
So my
jackass to tell
question
you.
is, why did you delete the live stream if it was just somebody else who was disrespecting the troops? Wouldn't you want to, expose that, Kate?
Pat killed it because he was concerned. He was getting a lot of blowback on it afterwards, and I think his idea is that we're just gonna take out Paige's thing because it pissed off enough people. And I really should have, like I said, I should have combated it better. I just wasn't in the position to do so at the time.
Well, I mean, from the video that I seen, it kind of looked like you were going along with Paige B and conversating about how shitty the troops are. But I mean, I might be wrong, but I mean,
Well,
No,
gee,
you are.
in your opinion, Cat Nanette's not real, and it's and her fundraiser's a scam. So I really don't respect your opinion.
yeah, here's a good question.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
curious
your
about that.
opinion.
Why is there this theory that she's not real? And then I also heard a theory that she's Kate and all these things. And there's a lot of theories about Cat Nat. I mean, I'm not quite understanding where these theories are coming from.
Crickets.
Hurry up, camera.
Nothing.
Ask your handler on the phone how you should answer. Come on, cameras.
what do you
can
mean?
do it.
I don't have anybody else on the phone, but
Well, then
That's why you
I
take
mean,
long
but I
pauses
don't.
whenever
I never.
whenever you're asked a question.
I said the whole thing was a scam.
yeah, but you also said that I don't think Cat
I
Nat's
mean,
a real
obviously there
person.
was a
I saw
person
you in
running
chat.
the account, right?
But you also said that you also thought that she wasn't a real period. I'm just curious
Well, that's
where
what
this theory
I'm
comes
saying. I'm saying it was like more of a like me. I could have a sock account, but I could say that sock account's somebody else. That necessarily doesn't mean that there's not really a real person who's running that account.
Well, couldn't you say you can say
Okay,
about
so
any?
I mean, we can agree that her legal name is not Catnat. So I suppose
So
in that
obviously there
respect
is
you are
somebody
correct.
because somebody
She's a
was.
real person.
I mean, didn't you go and find her actual Facebook page?
But so he thinks.
Right, cameras.
Ask your handler. Go ahead.
Careful.
Why,
I mean, are you
cameras, would you do that?
Brian, what
that
did
right
I
now?
do?
Are you confirming that right now?
We're full.
We're-
We're full. Whoever's trying to come in, we're full. So sorry.
Here, I'll
I'm
drop.
asking you, cameras. Didn't you go find her Facebook page with her real name?
And careful. I answer.
Her alleged Facebook page.
Yes.
Well, I mean, for one, I didn't want to dox the person. If it right, I'm not. I never said it
That's
was-
why you fucking
Oh,
already
you-
doxed people who donated, you
It
little
was
piece
just very
of
weird
shit.
though. Person has almost
To be
identical.
to be fair,
picture
Wait,
of.
I
To be
can't
fair,
hear an
cameras
right?
answer.
wasn't.
Because it wasn't her, probably. And you look stupid.
Hold on. I want to hear his answer. Cameras, go.
He's probably on a delay.
My answer to what?
What I just asked you. You
My
found
answer to
her
what?
alleged. You found her alleged Facebook page. Is that correct?
But Andrew, when I put up the picture, he was quite sure it was Kat. I mean,
And Andrew's the expert on catnet. How?
From the neck to her titties is a way to identify someone?
Okay, hold on. Let's just play. Let's just play like they did find that. All right. Wouldn't that be proof enough that Kat is who Kat said she was? So shouldn't that have shut Brian down immediately? Because obviously, if it would have been something different, y'all would have went full blast with it. So shouldn't this bullshit that she's not a real person be over and done with instead of keep going?
And even if it were true, even if it were a scam, why is it appropriate to dox the donors?
Yeah, he's got a worse delay than Tim does.
God cameras.
No,
He's got a
even
delay.
if it's a delay or anything, I think
Just
he just
put-
doesn't have an answer to any of this.
Just
Really,
put your
I mean-
fucking handler on the goddamn screen so we can talk direct instead of having to wait for you to get an answer.
Hold on, he's getting
Usually,
ready.
if you're going to-
Kenny, he's getting ready to put up a dick. That's all this.
I've had my hand on his picture here for a minute here. I've been expecting it.
If you're going to
Oh, he
proclaim
dropped.
something a scam, then you should probably have evidence of it being a scam. They've absolutely presented no evidence whatsoever that this is a scam other than their own biased feelings. And we have to remember this is in direct response to an actual scam being put out there in the way of Dijon's, and her husband's funeral, right? That was
You
already
rage
paid
quit,
for. That the
Kate.
family wanted.
No, he's
He's back.
Okay, of course.
He's back. He's back. He's back. So
I see he's back.
Back to hold on, cameras. Back to the question at hand, cameras. You guys
Go ahead.
supposedly found her. You guys supposedly found her Facebook page. Let's just say, for shits and giggles, that you did find it. I'm not denying you did or you didn't. Let's just say, for shits and giggles, you did. Shouldn't that prove that that the person that was claiming to be Kat was Kat? Because we all know if y'all would have
No.
found any discrepancies with that, y'all would have went full bore with that. Look, she wasn't a real person, but we haven't seen anything like that. So shouldn't that put all that to rest?
No, because of this reason. Because the person is not who they're like claiming Catnet is, and like the background like of the kid and stuff like that is what I'm trying to say. Like, it just doesn't add up.
So
What
it
do
might
you
be the wrong
mean?
Facebook page.
So
So
it sounds
possibly
like
you
you
found
found
the
the
wrong
wrong fucking
Facebook page.
Facebook page.
It could be that simple, correct?
Say that again.
It could be just simple as you don't have the right person, right?
Right, and that's why I didn't come out dox that person or anything
Fair
like
enough.
that. Their name.
Fair
But
enough.
you dox donors for donating
No, I did not.
for a child. Why the
Technically-
fuck do you think that's
Technically, he
appropriate?
didn't. Technically,
Hold on.
he didn't. It was Brian who did it. So let's not.
No.
put
That dickhead did also on I forget which stream he was doing it on.
Listen, I can.
He got his
Hold on. Hank.
he was getting timed out as cameras of mass destruction, so he kept coming up with donors' names as his
Oh,
for his
yeah.
account.
You were on in Virgo's stream. You were doing that, right? Yeah, you were coming up with donors' names in the chat. What's up
Let me-
with that?
Yeah, he was. That's what.
And
That's why
Micro
he's
Dick
being
doesn't
so
even have the balls to admit it.
And he himself is saying that he doesn't even know if he has the right person. Like, this is generally how it works. If you're going to call something a scam, then you should have the evidence to support that it's a scam before proclaiming it a scam. Otherwise, you're just talking out of your ass.
Seriously.
Which is fine. I mean, people do that sometimes, but just admit it. You were talking out of your ass. You don't have any evidence. You are reactionary because D. Johns was actually outed as a scammer with a ton of evidence.
Yeah. Why don't you put this much effort into checking the person that's scamming your own community?
Probably be surprised what you found.
Well, the person,
I'll be down in a second.
One person, but I didn't even really dox because they're literally tagged on Facebook on Josh's thing. Tag Josh on a Facebook post.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Jimmy, never mind.
Go ahead, Cameras.
The person I supposedly doxed tag, I could find their profile from Josh A. profile. So if you call that really a dox, I mean, that's whatever, right?
I hope they come after you and beat you to hell. I hope all those people who were fucking doxxed get together and kick you, Brian, and the whole upstate area, fucking Massachusetts, A1, the whole Joshua crew, beat your ass to a pulp.
Okay, as you can see,
are fucking pussies. You guys are straight out.
Easy, Nimmy.
Okay, Nimmy, relax, Nimmy.
Easy.
Just be careful. Now, look, we understand why you guys are pissed off at what happened with D. Johns, and you guys feel like maybe people on this side weren't fair to D. Johns. But when do two wrongs ever make it right? Especially not only that, but with as little evidence as you guys have, and all the evidence that came forward, not only from people's research, but D. John's own mouth about her scam or the potential scam. You're breaking up. I can't hear you. You're really breaking up.
Why?
You're still breaking up. I'm sorry, dude. You're really breaking up.
Later, come on. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Yeah, you were really breaking up, Cameras. I couldn't hear you, bud.
Whoa.
All right, we're here.
No, I'm just saying, you guys always ask for all this evidence. But when, let's say somebody like me, who has no dog in the fight, asks for some obituary or something, I can say, no, we're not going to do that. So
they can't put up an obituary because you assholes are doxing people on the GoFundMe and trying to find her on Facebook and her kid.
What? So you guys calling a funeral home is just as good, right? And it's fine? Is that what you're saying?
Who called the funeral home?
Nobody here called the funeral home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I should say your associates, right?
It was DFK called the funeral home after D. Johns had said, yes, you can call the funeral home and donate directly, right? Well, yes. She said, I guess, right? She wasn't very convincing because obviously she didn't want it called, but to bolster her scam and look legitimate, she said, yeah, I guess you can call the funeral home. So he did. I wouldn't personally do that. I did not do that.
No.
I took the statements of the family. I took D. John's own shifting story, as well as I took the fact that she literally had somebody go up onto someone's panel and impersonate the dead man's daughter. That is all pretty compelling evidence that it's a scam. The fact that she couldn't even tell you how much money she needed other than an arbitrary figure of $3,000 at one point all indicates that it was a scam. This is a lot more evidence that is being brought forward on this catnap scenario, which is simply, well, I don't like Virgo Triad. I don't trust her. Well, she's done nothing to indicate that she would be untrusted. Not one thing.
And she didn't even know who the fuck Brian was, nor D. Johns, nor you until y'all attacked her.
So,
and also, if I'm not mistaken, didn't D. Johns also kind of come forward saying, "I'll bring you guys the death certificate or something like that, or the obituary"? Didn't she volunteer that information?
Well, she volunteered the obituary. She said she would furnish the death certificate.
Now, Cameron, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a far cry from you asking for the obituary when she offered it. Don't you think those are two completely different things and not comparable?
No, I mean, if you're raising money for somebody's never even met before, or
But that wasn't the
barely
question,
even knew,
Cameron. That wasn't the question, sir. That wasn't the question. The question was, you came in here saying you guys are getting on me because I'm asking for the obituary. No one asked for hers. Dijon's said she would provide it. Two completely different things. That was your argument for being able to ask for that. They don't compare. So, would you like to retract that, perhaps?
Yeah. Okay, Diver died. You guys didn't care if his family was found out or whatever.
See, now you're going off into something else.
We're not talking about NJ Diver. We're talking about Kat and Dijon.
You're changing the subject. You're changing the subject again.
And we did care. There was just as much outrage. There was just as much outrage over NJ Diver, right? Because he was a good man. He was a fair man. He was an intelligent man. And he also was attacked, and that is just as objectionable.
Yeah.
And there was no 11-year-old daughter to worry about with NJ Diver.
And I do believe the family was asked if they would about donations, and they did not want it.
That's true, Hank.
Because he was well insured and had everything taken care of.
And in the same instant, Corrosive Commentary put the family did not ask for donations from Catnap for you guys.
We didn't. We took it
They
upon
didn't at
the
all.
family didn't.
Yeah. It was all the community's idea to do this for the family. The family had nothing to do with it. I guess the family was asked if it was okay. They did. They never asked for anything. Dijon's asked for a lot. See, the two instances are completely different. You guys are trying to compare them, and nothing adds up when you really trying to compare them. It's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. That's what you guys are trying to do, like making them so similar.
Cameras, let me put it to you in simpleton terms, because obviously, whatever. If D-Johns did not come over to Polly's that day and say, "Hey, my husband died, I need money," none of this would be happening right now. Why did she feel the need to come over to Polly's and our community begging for donations and then putting her shit up in Catnap's memorial? Because we were all bleeding hearts and thought that she would get more money out of her little scam. And another thing, cameras, you did dox somebody. And you came in, you admitted that you doxed this person in Virgos, and you admitted who it was. I'm not going to say who it is, but you admitted, I went to her Facebook page and tried to be friends with her so I can get all her info. It wasn't Catnap. It was somebody else.
Bitch.
What?
Fucking get your story straight. I just sent her a message, said hi to her.
Why? Why did you feel the need to? Why did you feel the need to find somebody in our community to go over there and get her real name and send a message?
Well, I mean, it wasn't really that hard to find. You can actually look on Josh Abrams, which is accountability.
Why did you feel the need? Let me talk to you the way you can understand. Why did you feel the need to do it? It wasn't your place. It wasn't your business. You have no idea who she was, all because she was on the donor list.
No, that's not the reason why.
Then why did you do it?
Why?
What do you mean? What accomplished what? I wasn't trying to accomplish anything.
Then why did you do it?
We're trying to give you an opportunity to.
Right now, Glitterbug. I mean, that's the same exact question you're trying to ask.
What?
We're trying to come up with what was your motivation for doing this? What motivated you to do it? What were you hoping to accomplish? What were you trying to prove? What were you trying to do? Were you just doing it for your own sick pleasure, or was there some goal in mind? I mean, if you were just doing it for your own sick pleasure, then fine, own up to that. But if there's some goal, What was the goal?
The sick pleasure and the sick goal was to get the obituary or get whatever they could, because Brian even specifically said he wants to go after the 11-year-old daughter to tell them how bad her mother was. He specifically said that 3 or 4 times on different panels.
Right, and I think that you guys already conceded when Brian said verbatim, "I'm glad that Cat Nat died." Like, you have conceded that she died, right? You know that it happened.
I still want to see an obituary.
Why? Why? When my grandfather died, there was an obituary. When my grandmother died, there wasn't an obituary. Why do you feel the need that everybody has to have an obituary?
Yeah, sometimes they just can't be afforded.
Now there's not one.
Or sometimes we just don't want it.
Yeah.
Why do you feel you're entitled to it?
You're a nobody, Cameras. You're an absolute nobody.
Yeah, well, Cameras, did you donate? First of all, did you donate?
Has anybody? I tried to, but it wouldn't let me.
Okay.
Exactly. Virgo said no way in hell would she let you or Brian donate. And when y'all tried to, she refunded that money quick. So don't sit there and say oh, the kindness of my heart, I tried. No, you wanted the donors' names.
The obituary.
And the only reason Brian donated to it was to have access to the list.
Can I talk for a second here? The obituary was provided to the GoFundMe.
No, the death certificate.
Actually, the obituary and the death certificate were provided to GoFundMe, along with some other information, to prevent Brian or anyone else from being able to shut down the campaign as a fraud.
So now you're doubting that. So now your statement is you think GoFundMe is in on the scam that that this YouTube community is in on.
Listen, if everybody's anonymous now, why are they in the go? Why?
You're breaking up.
This kid.
Yeah, you're breaking up again.
Yeah, don't hear you. We probably honestly don't fucking want to. Like, my God, how ignorant you came on the panel right off the rip, being fucking ignorant, and like you haven't changed course once in the entire span of this conversation, Jake. Like, not once.
What's up, Brian Tuttle?
Stop doxing people.
Can you not answer a question? Yeah, stop deflecting and stop not trying to get over the question. Answer the damn question.
Well, he's an ex-pig, so I can.
Shut
Who
your
gives a
fucking
shit what he is?
pile.
Answer the damn question.
Why
You're
is
a
that your
pig.
guys' shtick is to fucking dox people?
You have two
Like,
things.
it used to be really frowned upon, okay,
He's a
to dox
huge-
somebody.
He's a huge pussy and needs validation, so he thinks that's controlling over somebody that he knows their full name. What the fuck ever.
Well,
Get
this
over it.
stupid behavior is pushing more and more people away, and it makes what they were originally fighting for look fucking stupid.
You're
Well, it's not what
exactly
that's not what they're fighting for. There's nothing. They're fighting for nothing. They're fighting for nothing.
Right.
That's just point blank.
Well, don't get me like, okay, I'm a little I disagree with
Can we
I mean,
talk
hold on, I disagree with
one at a time. One at a time. We can't hear when everyone's going off. All right, so we're gonna slow this down one at a time.
Should I post your video, Kate, of you doxing? I'm not doxing. Dissing the troops. Or are you gonna copyright strike me?
No, go ahead, post it up.
Where did she diss the troops?
That was Paige, you idiot. And if you get the whole context of what Kate was saying, a lot of people were saying that, but it was Paige B that said that. So
By the way,
if
you do post it, are you going to post it in its entirety and not edit it up like he does, like Brian does? Are you going to do the whole edit game, make it look worse than it is?
I think I got a 2-minute clip, and I'll post that clip of it. If Kate wants to upload the whole thing, I'll post the whole conversation. I mean.
So you're not going to post a whole conversation unless Kate does.
I only have 2 minutes of it.
So
right.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So what was the 2-minute clip? What was the 2-minute clip?
I can play the audio for you. Give me a second.
Why is he sidetracking from
So
the
basically,
CatNet discussion?
Because he doesn't have an answer.
he doesn't have an answer.
He's
Brian
up
telling
here.
him
There's probably someone screen recording this. They're gonna get little sound bites that they can play on Brian's stream later on. That's exactly what he's up here to do.
No, I'm sure.
He's lucky I'm taking the high ground and I'm not doxing his ass right now.
Oh no, we're not gonna do that, Taco.
Oh, no,
I've-
Taco,
my name
don't
is actually
do
on my
that.
community page, so I mean,
Yeah,
I
nobody
actually
wants to dox
get it.
cameras up here.
Yeah.
All
Except
right,
you
we
guys.
got someone trying to-
is.
Guys, we're full, so sorry if you guys are trying to come in. I can only have 10.
Hey, also, cameras, did you ever realize that a lot of those donors on there were not their real names? They did make up names because of people like you. And a couple of people came on panel and said they made up real different names because of people like you.
But there were people, AK, that their real names were there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If we want to go by the idea, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Jake, and we'll say that okay, it's a scam. I know that it's not a scam, but we're just gonna go with that, okay? I have to be careful everything I say now because they'll cut it up into 2-minute clips and be like, Kate just said it was a scam, right?
Yep.
There's something called context in conversations. I don't know if you're aware of that or not, but it does exist, and it's important. But anyway, we're going to assume it's a scam and say, if you're doxing the donors, wouldn't that technically be victimizing the victims? Because if they're being scammed, why are you doxing them?
Well, that'd be one hell of a theory. So, what are you saying now? That's crazy.
Is that as
that's
crazy? Is that
fucking
as crazy?
logical.
Is that as crazy as thinking that Kate wasn't a real I mean, not Kate. I'm sorry. Or the theory that CatNat was Kate. Wouldn't that be that's pretty far out theory too, along those lines
Wait a minute.
too, right?
There's a theory that CatNat was me?
Brian put that out there. Brian put out there that I don't know, CatNat may be Kate. Brian put it out there.
Me?
I kid you not. He put that out
That is
there.
absurd. I mean, she actually was on YouTube a lot longer than I was for
Me
starters
too.
there.
Me too.
What the fuck? But I mean, honestly, that's not crazy. That's a pretty logical question. If we're going on the theory that the CatNat, GoFundMe was a scam, then the list of donors that you are doxing would by consequence they'd be victims. So why would you want to re-victimize the victims by doxing them? What does that accomplish?
Okay, you're speaking on something that's like that wouldn't even make any sense because then you're saying Virgo is a scammer in the same instance, and that's your good friend.
No, we're saying if in your
you
fantasy.
You are doing the same thing you're doing with the fucking veteran conversation, which that you are completely tossing the context to the side and cherry picking what you want to hear. I've made it explicitly clear because I know what a fucktard you are, that I know for a fact that Virgo is not scamming. What I'm saying is that if we go by your theory and we concede that and say, yes, it was a scam, what you are doing makes no fucking sense and it's just bullshit. There's no way that you walk out of this looking good at all.
I mean, let's be honest, cameras. The whole time you've been up here, you've been cherry picking, you've been avoiding, you've been doing your best rope-a-dope. You're like Muhammad Ali up here, just avoiding everything that could possibly trip your story up.
You're trying to trip up my story.
No one's trying to trip it up.
You don't like the narrative of it, right?
No.
You don't like the narrative of it, so you're going to trip it up.
We're asking simple questions that you can't answer. Or refuse to answer. Let's not say can't, refuse to answer. That's a better way to put it.
Cameras is a bitch.
Injecting logic into your story is not trying to trip it up, because if your story cannot withstand basic logic, then you don't have much of a story to begin with. Okay? Like that's just, I mean, these are basic logical questions that are being asked that you don't have an answer for. And as I predicted, when we even try to look at things from your perspective and say, okay, if you're right, then X, Y, and Z, you're like, that doesn't make any sense. You're calling her a scammer. Like, this cherry picking and trying to build the narrative thing is extremely difficult. does paint the picture that you are not somebody who is interested in truth, justice, or anything legitimate whatsoever. That you just want to continue to build this bullshit, hateful, shit-stirring
Anything
narrative.
like
And if
hold
that's
on.
the case,
You just said
okay, just
anything
be honest about it.
legitimate,
Cameras is a
right?
bitch.
Right. But I have ABC News, a producer from ABC News that follows me, but I have no credibility thanks to it.
Okay, hold on.
No,
See,
you have no
I'm
credibility.
glad you
I'm
brought
saying
that up.
that 110%. You have that.
I'm glad you brought that out, Cameron. So then, if you have somebody from ABC News that's following you, what do they think about your deductive logic on the catnap being not real and all the things that are you're posting about Brian? What do they comment on those? Do they say "Good job, cameras"? Do they tell you you're doing such a wonderful job on that shit, or do they, not say anything?
Everybody's gonna have their opinion about everything, right? I mean,
So then they don't. So then you're bringing up credibility with the ABC News, but do they lend credibility to the bullshit that you're spinning about Kate? I mean, not Kate. I'm sorry, about Catnat and what Brian's trying to fight for right now.
I
And
just
also,
think the whole thing is very
it was a
suspicious.
2-part
to me.
question. But no, I'm just
I
curious.
just think the whole thing is suspicious, and I have every right to question it, just like you guys have rights.
I agree,
to
but that
question
wasn't the
everything,
question.
right? That's what your
the
whole
question,
main
though.
objective is, to question
But
other
that wasn't my
people.
question. That wasn't my question. Again, you're avoiding the question. That wasn't my question. I agree. You do have every right to question whatever you want to question. I asked, what do your supporters think of this? And this ABC News person that's following you, that you are trying to tell Kate as how credible you are, what do they think about what you're doing about that questioning? What is their thoughts on that? That was a question.
Well, I mean, considering I docked some of the DC riders, I mean, I'd say I have, when is
Again, that's not
doxing good
answering
and
the
when is doxing bad, right?
You're avoiding the question yet again. That wasn't the question. Did you not understand the question?
No, you do. Your question's stupid.
So you don't want to answer the question. It's basically what you're saying. Just say that. Say, I don't want to answer your question. It's that simple.
No, because everybody has opinions about everything. I mean,
that wasn't the question.
Well,
That has nothing to do with anything.
Cameras of mass destruction says question everything. Cameras of mass destruction 2 minutes later says your question is stupid. Like what the fuck, man? Question everything. But let's talk about Page B questioning the military. Like get the fuck out of here. Like oh my god.
I got a question. Who called me an ex-pig?
I got a good question.
Hey, Keith Tuttle, do you know the difference between your gun and your taser?
What?
Do you know the difference between your asshole and your mouth?
I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. I'm never an ex-pig. I'm always a pig, and I wear it with pride.
That's right.
That's good. At least you know your place.
I got a good question for you.
Cameras, I have a question. Do you actually have a legit job and not this I gotta go hide behind Brian bullshit job? Like, do you have a legit job?
Cameras, I got a good question for you.
Well, guys, we can't just keep asking questions and answer them. So let's one at a time. If you have a question, if he wants to answer it, he'll answer it.
Go ahead, Glenn.
Camera years off. Brian
Glenn, you're breaking up. We can't hear you.
Robot and Glenn.
All right, so while he's trying to figure it out, Glitter had a question. She asked if you had a job. Did you care to answer that one?
A legit job.
Why is somebody trying to dox my address on the chat?
What? No one's trying to
Well,
talk.
you dogged Chief Tuttle for being a cop, so I want to know.
No, we're not doxing addresses in there. If someone doxes an address, get that shit out of there.
It's
we're not
not
doxing
there,
address.
Kenny.
I don't see it.
I just don't understand why all these assholes want to call us ex-cops pigs. I don't understand. All we want to do is help society.
Exactly.
All right, so Karis, are you of the opinion that there are no good cops out there? I'm just curious. I'm just trying to figure out where you're coming from when it comes to the police.
Do I think there's some good cops out there? Yeah.
Yes.
His name was David Dorner. He's the best cop there ever was.
You
So you
didn't
don't
even
believe-
know him.
Hey, cameras. Have you ever thought about pulling up your big boy britches and emailing Virgo and asking her about the GoFundMe directly? Or does she scare the living piss out of you?
No, I mean, literally, I commented scam in her chat and she blocked me. So that's how much she, cares about somebody else's opinion.
No, you were doing
said
other shit besides.
Email.
You did other shit in her chat before you were blocked. That was legitimate reason to block your pussy little ass.
Who is this clown?
All right, guys,
He's
I'm gonna have to start. People start real quick. People are wanting to come up, and I'm full. So, is there anybody that's willing to go down so we could?
I'll drop down because it's super windy out here. I'll drop down.
All right, Glitter. Thank you.
Big Glitter, thanks.
Thank you, Glitter.
Thanks,
All
Glitter.
right, so we have one. We have room for one.
Huh, cameras? You got an answer? You ever
Well,
thought about emailing
question,
her
let's
to
get-
ask her directly?
I think he's checking the script.
Yeah, I gotta check my script. Hold on. Let's see if this is in there.
I still want to know if he has a real job.
Yeah, I have a real job.
Yeah, doorman for the Hilton.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a doorman for the Hilton. My cousin does that. Don't
They make good money
fucking
actually.
hate.
Go fund me.
You're still breaking up really bad, Glenn.
I know.
I'll tell you what.
Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn, you're really breaking up, dude. I'm gonna drop you down because your audio is just atrocious right now, brother. Sorry.
In my younger years, when I was a teenager, I actually was a bellhop for the Hilton, and I made ass loads of money through tips.
Oh yeah, they get all kinds of money.
Yeah.
Peanut, welcome. Did you have something you wanted to add to the conversation, man?
Yes, I did. Brian doxed me, and I'd like to ask cameras why my name is so important to him and Brian. Why is it so important to you, cameras? And why did you make the threat?
Nina, I've known your name now for over a year.
Excuse me. Why did you make the threat that you were going to take names and connect them with Facebook pages and expose them? Why?
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. I'd like to know why you're continuing this campaign against donors who, out of the goodness of their hearts, want to donate to someone that they held. Excuse me. That they held in the highest regard. Who are you to make that decision for us?
Because he's a dickhead.
And I'm still waiting for an answer to the question, why don't you email Virgo and discuss this directly with her through email or...
Because I guess apparently the FBI's already called, so if I go out and send this chick an email, then that's just going to be one more thing to say, oh, look, he's harassing me, so...
No,
No,
she's put
that's
it.
not-
Hold
that's
on, Chief.
no.
Hold on.
You
She's
don't-
put an
you
email
don't
out
have
there.
the
Chief. Hold on. She's already put an email out there that says if you have a question regarding the during the scam or this not scam, I'm sorry, this GoFundMe, and you think it's a scam, email me and I'll be happy to answer your questions. She's offered it to Brian and whoever else has an issue with it. She is willing. That's why she put her email out there for people to hit her up about it.
I'd say with her deleting all the GoFundMe's that she created was a big red flag, and even you
A
guys,
big red flag that there's assholes out there doxing the innocent for no fucking reason other than they're fucking losers.
Yeah, they're sitting in their mom's basement and just kind of their little
And-
keyboard warriors.
And Catnet's GoFundMe is back up today. You did not keep us from being able to donate to her family.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
God bless Catnet. Fuck this dude.
You do realize Virgo is the one who deactivated the GoFundMe, right?
Yes.
So by
Yes,
you saying that
she
we took
did,
down the
because
GoFundMe
and-
of
is
you
fucking
guys.
stupid.
And you do realize she was transparent about it, put out a video explaining why.
Well, you just said we stopped you guys from donating her to her, but in all reality,
No,
nobody
I said
stopped. could
you
put
have
your name
not
as
been
anonymous.
able.
Nobody
Fucktard!
stopped anybody
Clean
from
out your
donating to that
goddamn
fucking
ears.
GoFundMe. Hank.
Shut your cockhole and open your goddamn ears.
Cameras, is it because you believe that this GoFundMe was put up by the trolls? Is that why you're so angry? Because I'm not one of the trolls. I'm one of the cop watchers. Catnat was the last person I made a moderator on my channel. So what are you trying to achieve here? I don't understand. Because you are making absolutely no sense at all. You don't see me going and asking Dijon to show the contributors to her PayPal, do you? No. You know why? Because I don't care. So why should you care? All right, Kenny, thank you for allowing me to come up. I've said my piece.
Okay, Peanut. Thank you, ma'am.
Or Peanut.
Oh. Hey, Delphi. Virgo, how's it going, Virgo?
Hey, how are you
Hi,
guys?
Virgo.
Hey, Virgo.
Virgo.
Well, hey, Cameron, here's your chance to
let's
ask
wait a
about what you want to ask for. You don't even need to email her. She's right here, buddy.
Go ahead. Hi, Chief.
Permission to Virgo.
I'm sorry, I didn't. You got
You're
cut
breaking
off.
up.
Yeah, you're breaking up again.
Permission to just so you.
Hey, Virgo.
No.
Here, hold on, Chief. Guys, hold on. Virgo and Cameron's going to talk here because Cameron's have some pertinent questions, and Virgo is here and he can answer. But you were breaking up a little bit, so
Try again.
Said permission to talk to you, Virgo. You're gonna say gonna find.
you're breaking up. You're breaking up again, buddy. I don't know what's going on.
I can't hear him.
Okay,
you're
I
really
think I
breaking up.
understood what he was saying. I have no issue with speaking to anyone as long as we maintain civil respect for one another.
There we go. That's all I needed to hear.
Camera's a little bitch.
All right, so let's let Virgo and Cameron talk here.
Sorry.
So I just came up to say hi to everybody, but if you've got questions, please lay them out.
So this medical examiner.
Excuse me, medical examiner on the death certificate?
Yeah. How do you know?
No, I said I know who he is. As in, I have the death certificate in my hand. I don't know him personally.
Oh, I thought that's what you said on your video. My bad.
No, I said I know who the medical examiner is because I have the certificate.
So why did you delete all your other GoFundMes?
Oh, you haven't seen my video from today. Okay, I didn't delete them. All I did was take them out of the search engine. See, anybody who's donated to a GoFundMe, you can't delete a GoFundMe. Not unless you delete it when there's no funds that have been provided to it. So anyone who's donated to previous campaigns that we've ever had is able to go in and look at the campaign. But because of the harassment that's gone on with the donors, I put them in a state of anonymous, we'll say. They're not searchable through the search engine, and
My
they
question-
are.
If you were so worried about people getting doxxed, why did you not do that as soon as this all went down? Why did you not immediately put them all to anonymous, which you could have done?
Well, that's because GoFundMe didn't actually. I wasn't aware that I could do it. GoFundMe brought it up to me early this morning. I left it up to people whether they wanted to be anonymous or not.
But you have used GoFundMe multiple times in the past, right?
A total of 5 times over the last 5 years.
And how much money did you raise altogether, do you think?
What do you mean altogether? For CatNat?
No, just for all your fundraisers. How much money do you think you've raised while using GoFundMe?
I don't know. I would have to look. All of the campaigns were for different things and different people.
Okay, look, I'll just throw out. You could just throw out a random number. Is it 5,000, 10,000?
Oh no, because we even had one that was a $25,000 one that was raised for a person who was losing their home. And like I said, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to go. I mean, one of the fundraisers that Brian was talking about was from 3 years ago. Like I said, 5 fundraisers in 5 years is not an extreme amount.
So what about the one that was 12,000?
Yeah, but let me just interject.
Chief, hold on, Chief.
Especially when the people that were raised, the funds were raised for, a good majority of them are on YouTube, and you can verify with them.
No. I'm just asking you about the one that you did for it's like Keep the Facts, or what is it?
Oh, you mean for the community website?
Yeah, you raised $12,000 for a website.
We raised $12,000 to have a specialty database put in that would filter out the sovereign citizen jargon and put up the real facts instead on the web searches.
You paid, so you're saying you did that?
What are you talking about? That was 3 years ago. Yes, we did that.
So you're saying you raised $12,000 to put something in your own website to do what exactly?
To get the website set up. It was a community thing, and by the way, $7,000 of that came from a personal friend of mine. Had nothing
Okay.
to
I
do
remember
with
being in high school, and I know it doesn't take $12,000 to set up a website.
Oh, you're crazy.
It's not just a website. And I don't need to explain this to you anyway. This is a campaign from 3 years ago, and everybody knows what it does.
I'm asking questions, and now you're getting all defensive. What's wrong?
No, I'm not getting defensive. I'm getting irritated because you're asking me about something that pertains to nothing that you guys are even balking about. That campaign was up 3 years ago. And the website is up, and it does what it was promised to do. And by the way, when was the last time you had a professional website built with a start from scratch database in it?
You call that your website a professional website? Like you don't even use
You know
it.
what?
Like,
Get on
just have
subject.
names
Get
on
on
there.
subject. Get on subject, or this conversation will be over with. This is not on subject. This is not about CatNat. This is about you trying to tear down something that happened 3 years ago that had absolutely nothing to do with you.
Yeah, Cameron, so I'm going to have to ask you to keep, she's up here to say hi to everyone. We're allowing you to talk about the GoFundMe that you have questions about. You've yet to ask one question pertaining to what you guys are refuting. So you can easily still go and tell Brian, well, yeah, she was up here, but she wouldn't answer any of my questions. Well, you didn't ask any pertainable questions. Do you care to ask any questions that
and once
pertain to
again,
your guys' issues?
there was an investor involved in that put in over $7,000 on that. So that was not what was raised by just the community either. But regardless, go on with your questions regarding CatNat.
So why won't you show the obituary?
Because there is not an obituary. They chose not to have one. Just like my grandparents and several other people who chose not to have one. And I wouldn't anyway, because I'm not going to dox the family. Because you know what happens? People like Brian then begin to harass the family.
So you're saying there's no obituary?
That's exactly what I'm saying. There is no obituary. There isn't always an obituary.
Obituary because you didn't want Brian to dox the kid or something? Wasn't that what the story was about 2 days ago? So I'm just confused about that. So now there's no obituary.
No, I said there's no beneficiary listed because the funds are going to a minor. The obituary and a beneficiary are two totally different things.
No, they do sound similar.
An obituary is clearly just something that the family chooses to publish and make public. If they want to remain anonymous for that one item that is not a requirement in the death of anyone on this planet, then that's their choice.
Yeah, they're not mandatory.
And can I just make one statement? Cameras, this is why you should have gone to Virgo straight to ask these questions instead of making a total ass out of yourself, doxing innocent people, going site to site. Thank you, Virgo.
I don't know. Am I the only one who thinks this whole conversation is absolutely ridiculous? It's like, oh my God, where's my beer?
It is, but
the bottom line is that it's going to matter what is said or anything else or what can be explained. Here's the bottom line. Nothing's going to be good enough because that is the actual narrative. So even though GoFundMe has the death certificate, even though the family, we have the screenshots and the phone recordings and everything else, none of that is going to be good enough to just speak it. They want to see it. They want to examine it, even though they haven't bothered to give anything. Because the narrative here is to damage the community. The narrative here is to throw off whatever is going on in their own community. Well, I don't give a damn about that. The bottom line is that if there was ever a problem, we have the documentation to back it up. The GoFundMe people know that the documentation is there, and it's a hell of a lot better than an obituary, I'll tell you that.
So,
well, I'll tell you what. Wait. I'll tell you what. Just my 2 cents. You know, all this rhetoric about CatNat passing away, it's like spitting on her grave, and I'm really pissed about it.
I think that's kind of the point, Chief.
Yeah.
So why are you doing this GoFundMe if you got it all squared away where anybody who donates is going to be anonymous? Why are you ending it?
Why am I what?
Why are you ending the GoFundMe?
I didn't. I started it back up again. Where have you been?
Yeah, where have you been?
You said you're ending it at the end of the month. I'm just asking why you're ending it.
Because that's a normal time that we run. Because eventually they're going to need the funds. We have to stop it at some point.
You thought it was just going to run forever?
It's not a Patreon.
It was to $10,000, right? And it was supposed to be for
it was
daughter.
Only put at that. Okay, first of all, it was only put at that amount, not because that was what our goal was to raise, because that way we don't have to raise it if it were to happen to hit. You know, we didn't know how much we were going to raise, so we put it at 10,000 because we knew that it would probably be below that. That wasn't a set-on goal. It was just so we didn't have to keep running back and forth to fix it.
You do know the difference between Patreon and GoFundMe, don't you, Cameras?
Yeah. obviously.
So-
But what I'm saying
well,
is,
so
why
then
this
you would
money
know
was is
that-
supposed to go to this 11-year-old kid, and the fact you're ending it is suspicious to me. I'm just saying, because why
That's
not raise the full
ridiculous.
amount,
That's so-
and then
that
that
would be a
kid
full
could have
month.
$10,000. I don't understand. You're obviously doing good on it right now. You've already raised $4,000 in how much time? Oh, actually, it's almost 5,000 now. So why not keep it, raise the 10 grand, and give it to this kid? Why? Why not?
Because
this guy's just talking out his ass.
And that's not a normal time to leave something up for a memorial when the family needs the funds.
Yeah.
Besides, that's none of your business. That's the family's choice.
Well, the family didn't even ask for donations, so why would they need the funds?
That is not true.
Yes, it is. Corrosive Commentary literally said the family did not ask for donations.
You're not talking about my GoFundMe. You're
Yes,
talking
I
about
am.
somebody else's. That's not true.
Yes, listen.
We had permission to put the GoFundMe up before we did.
Family needs donations? I'm confused. Which one is it? It can't be both of them, right?
The family did not ask us to start the donations. They said yes when asked if we could do a fundraiser for them.
They said they would be
Just as
very
you've been told
appreciative.
before, but you don't listen.
Are
all
we
not-
reliving Virgo's
This is all-
video that she posted this morning?
We it looks like we are because apparently he's not watching.
Cameras, I'm gonna feed you a little bit here for one of your earlier questions that has nothing to do with us. That $12,000 one, I had no part in. I wasn't present in this community at that time. But I'll tell you, as an outside expert, that was not just to build a website, that building a specific database, coding the AI and algorithms in order to pull that data, as well as separate the fact from the fiction based on jargon, is not cheap. Database administrators doing side work on contract will easily net $10,000 on a single database job. Just
Not
want
to
to put that
mention
out
the
there.
fact that, as I said, it was a personal friend who gave the last over $7,000 on that campaign.
But there's not a database. I'm confused. You're saying this website runs this program, but the only thing on this website is the list of all these watchdogs.
The front end of the website is not where a website ends. The back end of the website is where the data is stored, and then it is pulled through an engine to search said data if you have access.
Yeah, right on. KIC.
But this particular website, nor the GoFundMe, is up for discussion. It was done.
I didn't bring that with KIC. That was your friend, not me.
The point that I'm trying to make here, Cameras, is regardless of what argument you have, there are arguments against you with facts and proof behind them that what you are doing, no matter what GoFundMe you're facing, is going to be a rehashing of bullshit that has already been done. It has been
Question.
covered. Your argument is moot.
If what I'm saying is true and I'm calling you a scammer, why don't you sue me?
Because you have the freedom to say stupid things.
Yeah, you have the
Yeah,
freedom.
you slander me and make it to where it is a financial liability to me, then I can pull a slander tort on you, and I would do
It
so.
would be a financial liability if you get called out for scamming people, wouldn't it?
No, it's a liability if it damages me financially. There has to be
Yeah.
damage.
And the
There
only
has to be
financial
damage.
liability right now is you.
Well, you already said you were gonna go after me or somebody civilly, right?
I said Brian.
Yeah, but
And
I
that
was the
would
one.
and that would be for the
up.
and that would be for the damage that he's done to the campaign by doxing donors.
Are you jealous of him being named as a defendant if that was to
I-
come to pass?
Do you want to be sued?
Oh, I'm so scared.
I mean, it's a question. I mean, you're asking her why she hasn't sued you. So, do you want to be sued? Is that what you're looking for here?
I mean, you're saying you have like 5 million lawyers, or not 5 million, but 3 lawyers, and you said something about, there's a difference between something that's civil and then whatever.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
What-
There's criminal liability for cyber stalking or cyber crimes, and there is a civil liability for things like slander.
Well, and then let's talk about you like having this link for people to send for a restraining order. You realize the only way you're going to be able to get a restraining order is if you go to your own courthouse to file said restraining order.
Not
You
when it
can't-
comes to cybercrime.
Oh my god.
Cyber crimes don't have a limited jurisdiction like physical restraining orders you would have in, let's say, a domestic abuse case. The fact that he is abusing someone across state lines allows that local jurisdiction to be able to manage it as well as the FBI.
That's right. And the FBI is located in Portland, Maine, which actually already has the file open because of some other instance.
I mean, you can commit a lot of internet crimes. I mean, there's a lot of internet crimes that you can commit that the FBI would be interested in.
Who's that Tuttle over there saying the FBI is interested in me?
No, that's not what he said.
He's just explaining that there are plenty of crimes that could be committed, not just you, by anybody on the internet that the FBI would be interested in looking at. The same things that happen daily basis from country to country, state to state. I don't know how that can be misconstrued. It was pretty straightforward.
And yes, you are correct. I have several lawyers, several judges, several people that are in law enforcement that are on my channel because that's what I do. I go over court cases. I deal with things like the Moors that run their scams and the Sovsits that run their scams. All we're doing is reading case law on a daily basis.
So
yes, there are a lot of them.
Why did you block me on your channel when the only thing I said was scam?
Because I'm not going to tolerate somebody in my chat disrupting a live over nonsense. And that's what you were doing. You were trolling. You want to contact me, you can contact me anytime at virgotriad@protonmail.com.
Kind of like what we were saying you could do, but you never did, and you didn't want to because you were using the, excuse that she blocked you on her live.
But understand, I'm not going to damage this family any more than they already have been. I won't do that. So
you're saying they're damaged, but nobody knows even who they are. So explain the damages that was done.
Oh,
the damage.
I had to shut down the GoFundMe for 2 days because of the ridiculous rhetoric that was going on.
The damage is that they lost a family
They
member.
didn't even ask for this.
You are out here making videos. What do you think that the mother and the sister can't see what you're doing? Spitting on someone's grave, basically, is what you've been doing.
You think an 11-year-old's not able to type in her mother's channel name in the search engine to come up and see the vile shit you're spewing?
Oh my
about
God!
her mother?
I hope that's not the case because I swear to God, I hope that their family doesn't see this bullshit because that would, oh my God, that would be like so bad.
Well, I've got a meeting with the sister tomorrow night because of the bullshit. So I can already tell you that the sister for sure has seen it.
And also, cameras, you're I don't know how you're failing to see this, but Virgo, the lawsuit that Virgo is talking about is against Brian for what happened with the GoFundMe page. So, and the fact that you guys are always calling it a scam and it had to be taken down, that's damaging because people are going to be like, well, wait a minute. What if this is a scam? I'm not going to donate to it. So there is damage there. Well, that means there is damage there. So I'm failing to understand what you don't understand about that and why you keep changing it to something else.
And you have to provide that certificate in court. So you're going to sue Brian because of what he did, but then in court you're going to have to show that death certificate.
That's correct.
So why don't you do that?
I will when I get to court.
I know that's what she's doing. That's part of the lawsuit. It's all in due time.
See,
There's
here's
a
what you
process.
don't understand. I'm not obligated to show you as an outside party anything. As a matter of fact, it goes totally against what the law would say to do because I'm being harassed by you guys due to this particular campaign. The only people that are required to have a copy of the death certificate, and one's not even required, I just offered it, is GoFundMe and any law enforcement official, which would include a judge in court. And the judge would take that certificate and would keep it to where, and would keep, excuse me, and would keep it so that it's private, because guess what? There's a history of cyber stalking. There's a history of cyber crimes when it comes to Brian. So I have no problem with turning it over right this minute to any law enforcement that wants it. As I've offered to you guys already, please call them.
And this is the ironic part, is that if Virgo was to turn it over to you to show you cameras, that would be under threat, duress, and coercion.
That's absolutely right.
Oh,
Yeah,
properly applicable term.
It's the Third Amendment. I'm quartering with enemy combatants.
See, you don't hand over personal information to people that are harassing you. You know, when you do that, then all you're doing, you're actually making it possible for them to then go and harass the family personally. Why in the world would we do that? You know, when you get on a channel and you start spewing out names and personal information from the donors, why would we assume that you would be safe with any personal information? And I wasn't, you know, it may have played differently if you had just contacted me, but you didn't. You chose to go on an attack claiming fraud. Well, I can prove that it's not fraud. So, you know, I mean, do your worst, please.
If you could prove it, and then
she's already done so.
She's in the process of proving it to the courts, and then if Brian's stupid enough, if all happens what's supposed to happen, and then tries to post the thing, you know, post the death certificate that he has shown or whatever. I mean, probably I doubt he gets a copy of it.
He would never get a copy of it. That would not happen.
And let's just say for some ironic reason he ended up doing it, then he did post it on his channel, he'd be so fucked. So fucked.
Then why don't you do it? You're saying he's so fucked, and I'm so confused.
Because it's a process. It's a process.
I've done everything that needed to be done. I've
and
provided
it's a process.
the death certificate to who it was necessary to provide it to. What?
But you took down the GoFundMe. GoFundMe didn't take down the GoFundMe and say, "Hey, I need you to send me the first death certificate."
It's up right now.
Yeah, it's still there. What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is, you close it out.
I did not close it. I stopped donations from coming in temporarily for less than 48 hours until
And what I'm saying is, did GoFundMe ask you to provide this death certificate? No, you choose on your own accord.
That's
right. So what'd you do? What'd you do? Email them and say,
I contacted
here's the death
support.
certificate. Oh, okay.
You're not gonna get over on this guy because he's just gonna be this like
He's trying to rehash the same stupid logic he's trying to use, and it's just it's not getting through his head what's happening here. And I don't understand.
It's like kicking a dead horse. He's not gonna fucking understand.
I'm answering the questions as I was requested to do. That's all, Chief.
It's very simple. All Cameras is doing is asking why you blocked when you were attacked. That's all it is. Why did you block? You should have just taken the punch.
No,
that's
it
his
wasn't.
idea.
If it had been me, that would have been different, but it wasn't me. It was the donors. So in order to maintain safety for everyone, I went ahead and requested the further information that we had not received yet, which was just withdrawal information. And I got a copy of the death certificate to forward to support. So that this way, if they started to attack again, there would be no problem with the campaign and there would be no way for them to get it taken down.
Yeah, well, you're on the right side of the argument, Virgo, so I support you 100%.
No, I was answering Kick. That's all.
No, I'm just breaking it down for to simplify his argument. His argument
I mean,
is
yeah,
why block if you're being punched,
Right.
So,
yeah.
so cameras, are you still confused? Because I feel, first of all, is anyone on chat? I'm kind of right now confused about what's going on in this situation. Is anybody in chat confused? Let's see. Give me a 1 if you understand what's going on. Give me a 2 if you're confused. Hank, are you confused?
I'm confused why he doesn't spend this much effort vetting the persons that's actually scamming people, D-Johns. His own people are being scammed by her, but he wants to put all his efforts into saying somebody else is scamming, so that makes it okay.
Gary, are you confused?
Ellis Ritter, let me answer this question real quick, guys. Sorry, Kenny. Virgo, why do you have the death certificate, and why does Camera want to see it? The death certificate is for the family. Yes, it is for the family. And the family is very well aware of what these individuals are putting the watchdog group through. So they actually forwarded the copy of the death certificate at the same time as the beneficiary withdrawal information. And I provided it to support through GoFundMe. Now, why does Camera want to see it? I would imagine probably to get the information off of it, which would be, of course, the family's name and all of the personal information and addresses and everything else, which we will not release.
How is that on a death certificate? It's not going to be on a death certificate.
Sure, it is.
No, it's...
Yes, it is.
Your whole family is on a death certificate. No, that's an obituary that you said that doesn't exist.
The person who passed away's address is on the death certificate, and the place where the death certificate or the person where the death certificate is mailed to, the next of kin.
Cameras, I just gotta ask something. As much research as you believe you do on law, how can you not know this shit?
That's a fair question.
Not know what? What do I not know?
Apparently nothing. You've
Nothing.
answered my question. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was perfect timing.
Sir, your ineptitude is on display.
2 to 3 weeks after somebody dies to get their death certificate. Now, some
No, it
states are-
doesn't. No, it doesn't. In many states, it takes a day if they're going in person.
No.
Yes. Want me
Yeah.
to prove it?
Arizona 7 to 10. California 3 to 4 weeks. Connecticut 6 to 8 weeks. Idaho 2 to 3 weeks. Illinois 5 to 7 business days.
Cameras, your ABC reporter subscriber will be so proud of you up here right now. He'd be so proud of you right now. So proud.
West Virginia 10 to 14 days.
Is that just a quick Google search and maybe a little bit of Wikipedia thrown in, bro?
Probably.
Did you actually reach out to the clerk of courts? Have you checked
No,
their
he
websites?
didn't.
Have you contacted them by phone?
He didn't.
Have you pulled a database or paid for somebody to make a database of all this information with the algorithms to weed out bullshit?
Oh my
Just ask
God.
me. These are legitimate questions.
Why would you contact the court clerk? You would contact the coroner.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
You're not that
God.
dumb. You
Cameron,
cannot be that dumb.
you
That's
steal
dumb.
all the jokes.
idiot.
You steal all the jokes, Cameras.
KIC, go after him because this guy can't think on his feet.
Okay, no, I think he's trolling right now at this point. He's gotta be.
Can you
No way he's
someone
that
please
dumb.
put this up for me? Can someone please put this up for me? All right, so let's go over this like real people who care about what facts are, okay? So as you can see, Alabama, same day in person. Alaska, same day in person. Arizona, it takes 7 to 10 business days. Arkansas, same day in person. California, 3 to 4 weeks. Colorado, same day in person. Connecticut, 6 to 8 weeks. Delaware, same day in person. Georgia, same day in person. Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, and Missouri. Now, if we go over here, we've got Wisconsin, Washington, Utah, Texas, Tennessee, South Dakota, South Carolina,
So the same thing.
Pennsylvania,
right?
Oregon, Oklahoma, and Ohio, North Carolina, New Jersey, New Hampshire, Nevada, and Nebraska. The vast majority of state death certificate timeframes are the same day in person.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
But you're not denying that some states are 3 weeks, though. But you said it wasn't. I mean,
But
right?
that's not. You didn't say some
No, you
states.
said. No,
You
you
said
said.
most.
What did you say?
Showed it to you.
You said most, you fucking idiot.
The vast majority of states within the United States provides a death certificate within the same day.
But not all.
Backpedal all you want, but you're still rolling downhill.
No, not all of them, but it has been, 9 days now. So back when she sent me the information, it had still been almost a week.
And
So I guess you could say you were halfway
all
right.
this effort you're putting into disprove a non-scam, why don't you look into the person that's actually scamming your little tight-knit community?
Right. Look into one scam and then look into that scam, but don't look into our scam. Right? Is that what you're trying to say here?
No, there is no scam here.
Any evidence?
Yeah, what evidence do you still have after you're having this conversation with Virgo that you still think it's a scam? Because she's still here and can maybe either
Well, she won't
help
provide
you in
any
believing
evidence.
it or
She
not.
won't show the proof. Show the receipts. Come on.
Threat,
I don't
duress,
have
and
to show
coercion.
you any
Show the
evidence.
death certificate.
The burden
Show
of proof is
everything.
on you, sir. The burden of proof is on you. I've provided what
That's
is
only in
absolutely
court. The
necessary.
burden of proof is only on me in court.
No, the burden of proof is on you. If you are accusing someone of something,
Then do something about it, Virgo.
No, you do something about it. You're the one who has the burden of
Oh,
proof.
right, because you can't, can you? Like you
No,
said,
let's
it's
go
just
to
a
war,
word.
man. Let's meet in the street, dude.
Oh, wait a minute. How old are you? How old are you?
Sir Chief, settle down.
How old are you?
Old enough.
To know better?
It does not seem like it, because you clearly do not understand that legally the burden of proof is on you before you start accusing someone.
Okay.
Okay, then. All right, so I haven't done that. So what are you going to do about it? Nothing. There's
All right,
nothing
here,
to
cameras. Cameras, you want to see the death certificate. There's reasons why it shouldn't be shared, because we know if someone on your community got it, Brian would post it. The reason you shouldn't is because it gives the full name, address, but hold on, birth date and birthplace, the father's name and birthplace, the mother's name and birthplace, complete or partial social security number. If a veteran, the discharge or the claim number, education. I mean, there's lots of reasons why it shouldn't be out there. And maybe you personally wouldn't want people to do that, but can you really honestly think that there's not one or a few people on your guys' or on our side of the community for that matter that wouldn't use that information for some nefarious purpose?
Well,
Can you
there's
honestly
That's
say that?
theoretical, though. That's theoretical. You're talking about
there's
something
plenty
that
of
exists that's
evidence
never happened.
There's plenty of evidence to indicate that if you had the information, you would use it for nefarious purposes. So why the hell would we help you?
No, there's no need for any of that, you guys. I want to know what the point is. Why are you saying, what are you going to do about it? Is your point to challenge me in some way? Is that your point, to challenge me in some way? I mean,
That would be
honestly,
bad.
you come at me with no evidence. Honestly, I didn't even have to come up here and talk to you. I don't have to do anything, because the truth is I've got what I need. You haven't even provided a donation to any one of these campaigns. Why do you even care? What is your point, sir?
Cameras, there's a big difference between what you just did and what Virgo is doing. You see, the burden of proof doesn't lie with me to prove that you're inept, because you've already done that.
Oh God, just let me get my hands on this asshole.
What is your main point, Cameras? What are you after, really?
Do you have any other reason besides that one of the people in your community was outed for scamming?
Which, by the way, I don't even know who that person is. I had nothing to do with that or your community whatsoever.
They keep suggesting they'd like you to investigate, though.
Yes, I know.
Well, here's the thing, Cameron. Let's ask you this. Did he leave? He left, didn't he? He left.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask him if he thought the D Johns
Oh,
was
big
scamming
loss.
them over there. I wanted
Got
his
too
opinion
hot.
on that. Or he might have lost connection. Connections are pretty bad today, it seems. Wow, that was pointless and entertaining. Not really entertaining. It was kind of annoying because he just didn't get it.
He didn't want to get it.
No.
He was
Really
just
didn't.
here trolling. Delphi said he was mirroring to somebody. I couldn't find it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's worse than the South sit trying to stick with their script.
Oh, he kept. Virgo, you did excellent. You answered everything perfectly the way he didn't get it. He didn't get it.
No.
He did not get it.
Thank you so
He
much,
just likes to
Virgo.
deflect because I guess he is just a left-hand man for Brian or something. It's sad.
Yep.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it
Well-
really is.
I don't know if he's mirroring it for someone else or just doing it himself. That because I did notice the delay, and I've watched Andrew enough to realize that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
Yeah, he'll probably send it
Oh,
to
he said his
Brian
phone
now.
died. He said his phone died.
Then what's he fucking texting on?
Poor baby.
His brain cells died, which he's talking about.
Bum,
I mean, regardless, we already know that part of this is they're not going to play the entire conversation. If they do, they'll play the parts that make cameras look good. Which I don't understand. They can't play really anything he was talking to Virgo because he didn't look good at any point in that conversation whatsoever.
I can't think of anything from the entire stream that makes him look good.
Me neither.
No.
Me neither, honestly.
No, they'll just edit the hell out of it.
All right, sorry guys,
I
we
got a
are
bag
full.
full of
I'm
hammers
not gonna-
smarter than him.
Hey, Roland.
Hey,
Um,
I'm going to make one small comment here. I don't know if you're toward the end of your broadcast, Kenny, or not, but I'm going to say this. People are so big and bold when they think they're hiding behind an anonymous nickname online or maybe a VPN IP address, thinking that they'll never find me. Oh, you'll be found, pal. You can be found. If you think there's privacy on the internet, boy, you're mistaken.
Hey,
But
Virgo.
it's Jake from State Farm.
Hey,
Yeah.
Virgo, could you check backstage in the private?
Sure.
Oh, so yeah, that was the way he came up there. I mean, I'm glad he came up just because I always like to have conversations with people, but it went pretty much the way I thought it would go. He had his agenda.
He had
Yeah,
Brian's agenda.
his agenda was being a dick.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it seems like it.
Hey, Roland.
Hi there.
Uh-oh.
I just woke up.
All of our IP addresses. Uh-oh.
I just woke up to this. Are you kidding me?
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Didn't expect it to go down like this. He was up, then Kate came up, then he came up, and yeah, it just turned into a real interesting show, huh?
Well, I thought this was all over back.
Oh, I know,
Was it yesterday when Church of Four had this forum?
That was 2 days ago, I think.
2 days ago. Well, it's okay. I have an excuse, but anyway. Still, I mean, I'm sorry. This whole thing is like, let's make all these accusations, and then you have to disprove them. Yeah, yeah. Good luck with that.
No, I've done everything that needs to be done. I've done more than what needs to be done to
Yes,
ensure that the
you
family
have.
doesn't pay the price for this ridiculousness and that the donors don't pay the price for it.
Absolutely.
My question would be, why would these guys try to hurt Catnap's reputation? I don't understand that. I mean,
They're doing it to take attention away from what's going on with D. Johns. The D. Johns scam. They're taking attention away from it, and they're trying to. And not only that, Brian is trying to become relevant. You know, he's trying to become relevant again. That's another part. He wants to be
Kenny,
relevant.
he just someone just deleted his comment.
but
Cameras is now in chat asking for $20,000 for
Oh yeah.
a website
You know,
because
with
so I
people
can
like
give you guys the facts.
with people like him, it's better to just put him on ignore, honestly, which is the
Yeah.
reason why he was removed out of my chat section. Because quite frankly, he's irrelevant.
Absolutely.
Well,
I
and then
agree
once you removed him, he kept coming back, doxing people off the donors list.
Yep.
His
Hey.
feeble attempts.
Hey, you know what?
Chat.
You know what?
Hold on. That's my question. Why would he target the people who donated to Catnap? I mean, this has become like a global thing. I mean, Catnap, we all loved her. I knew her. I liked her. I used to interact with her all the time in the chat section. Why the fuck would these guys want to try to bag on her reputation? I just don't understand that.
Well, I know people who donated to D. Johns before they figured out it was a scam. I'm not going to do anything to dox them out for it.
You know, anybody wants to show up at my door, that's where they'll find a body in the morning.
Yeah, it's the old saying, you know, what happens in the country stays in the country, including the body.
If we could have a pod post Virgo's channel up, so that would like to subscribe to Virgo is able to. Also, keeping it criminals, Chiefs, anybody who's in chat, Real Pirate Films, post all your guys' links up there, so that way we can get the love spread into the Watchdog community.
Hey, Kenny. Virgo
And
put a
Goofy.
link backstage too.
And Dutch.
Yeah, you can't forget Dutch, man. He's an up and coming channel. I love his channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
so apparently now Anna is who is that? Is that
There is someone in your chat that questioned me yesterday with regards to Anna. And what I have provided them is the website to the court case, the government website to the court case where the defendant got in loads of trouble using information that was provided by someone who claimed to be a judge that really isn't a judge. And so, you know, that's all.
There it is. It's in there. If anybody wants to check it out, there is a proof that Virgo is providing on that. The link's right there. So, hey, Mars Life, you always like Truth Matters. Truth right there, bud.
Hey, Virgo, I got a question for you. Where's Chuck? Where's Chuck?
Oh, Chuck is taking a few days off because he needed some time, you know.
Oh, geez, I haven't seen him in 2 weeks, man. I'm really worried about him.
Oh no, he was on last week. He's just taking a few days.
Okay, I just miss Chuck. I love Chuck's channel.
Chuck is great.
He's been in chats and stuff.
Yeah, he was in this chat. Wanted to come up, but we were full. Virgo, how are you doing, by the way? Are you doing any better? Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I mean, it's been up and down a little bit, but I'm doing okay.
Great, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Man, it's gotta suck being down and then all this crap happening. You just can't be helping at all.
Well, I've been doing this for quite a while now, and it's a controversial scenario when we're dealing with scammers and con artists and ideology that's just made up. So, I'm used to having a lot of things come at me at once. It would have been nice if I could have had another week to kind of recuperate, but it's all right. I'm okay.
Yeah. Great.
Still,
Mars Life, would you please follow my advice? Email Virgo Triad, get a dialogue with her, keep an open mind, and maybe you'll learn something.
I actually provided him with my email address yesterday and thought we were on a totally different page of this, but apparently we're not. So that's fine, whatever. But I never heard from him. So,
Well, just remember, there's an old Korean proverb: an empty can makes more noise.
Or you can't fix stupid.
That too.
Yeah. Takes the whole cake on that.
About a full one. Hurts
I gotta get you to see something, Lavender. He wants you to actually see this. Are you ready?
Who?
Oh, Lavender. Because CFW emailed me and said, "Show this to Lavender and the panel and see what they think." So I'm like, okay, let's see. I know this is something you really want to see, so let's check this out. I'm not sure what it is. Looks like it's an audit.
Come on,
We'll find out.
CFW. Oops, sorry. CFW isn't that bad anymore.
No. Oh, here we go.
Yes, she
Or any
is.
left. Yeah, any left either.
What?
All right, so the live stream's
Oh,
Tom,
I
what just
know
happened?
him.
He charged at us, and you gave him the spice.
I've seen this.
He
did
came
a
at us. We
video
told
on
him
it.
to get away, stay away from us. And
Is this the guy
he
who
ran at us with
folded
the bat
on that
and
one like office in the front door?
Yes,
Or the door?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
this
remember, he's
this is-
disabled.
This
It's
is
another-
CFW's
it's an-
take on it. This is
It's
CFW's
another
take on it.
chomo that Patrick likes to hang out with.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is CFW's take on it.
I
I don't
don't
think I've seen this. I haven't seen this yet. So I want to watch it. So I've
don't
not
think
yet
the
seen
old
this.
You didn't watch my video,
Not yet.
Kenny?
I will. I
Oops.
will.
I like the one you put out today. You put out two?
No, I put it out a few days ago.
And if you're just picking up a camera,
Oh.
or you're a seasoned pro,
There you go,
or you just
Gary.
want to be part of this wonderful community called
I'll hook you up.
then this video is for you. Because I'm going to talk about the
Yeah,
Second
man.
Amendment.
How about no?
Quiet. Don't talk to nobody, especially the police, because if you do that, you can tell yourself and read
Is she really doing
She's
that?
a fucking idiot.
the most trouble on.
I hope that tile runs.
She's got on more makeup.
Hurt you. It never ever
But she
helps.
still makes cameras look like a genius.
Waiting for them to come
Well,
back.
she doesn't use makeup. She just smears a pancake over her face.
Apparently, I mean,
Important message. Never talk to the police.
She's like the female. She's like the female version
Yes,
of
adventure.
Regis Philbin.
Okay, guys,
Come on.
let's watch the video. Let's
Come
watch
on,
the video.
she's gotten tamer.
Okay, Troop. Let's talk about that after. Let's watch the video. Thank you.
The self-proclaimed professional Patrick Roth, as well as the elderly man, were testing their Fourth Amendment right to travel unmolested by walking through a neighborhood at 1 o'clock in the morning using flashlights to guide them. They remained on the sidewalk and never stepped foot in anybody's property whatsoever. One of the homeowners who was protecting his castle came outside with a baseball bat and threatened the old man and Patrick. And the old man took out a can of pepper spray and sprayed him thoroughly.
The bat looking for trouble. Across the street on the corner. Yeah, the corner right
Is
over
this
there.
in Texas?
Right there.
Not sure, Chief. Not sure.
Yes, this is in Texas.
Yeah, their truck broke down in LaPorte, and they've been there ever since.
They're still in LaPorte.
Yep.
They're
They're
doing-
harassing the shit out of Laporte.
They're listening to their rapist.
Yeah, well, they don't play the same games in LaPorte like they do in the big city.
Once you start singing like a canary, they're going to think they have you. And they're
Oh,
going to do
dude.
everything they can to
Change-
back you into
change
corner and
the
make you
outfit.
self-incriminate.
Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, if you are charged with a crime, she's right. It would behoove you not to talk to the police if you are guilty. But if you are innocent, there's nothing wrong with talking to the police.
And if you are going to talk to the police, tell them the truth, not
Absolutely.
a pack of lies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Never show your
Yeah.
footage to an officer. That's evidence, and then they can seize it. So don't show your footage.
But wait a minute, don't they say the camera never lies? So if she's telling people not to show their footage, then she's thinking that there's something wrong on the footage that's being, you know what I mean? That kind of,
Uh-huh.
with that one.
I started the camera when he came up on us, right at the corner. Like I said, I started
Okay.
recording when he came out of his house. We were on the corner of the.
Oh, Bobby
He came
Hill.
at us with the bat.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah.
Well,
Dang it, Bobby.
got multiple.
That's my purse.
I don't know you.
That's another call. But anyway, so that's what happened. It's very hard. It's very hard. Like I said, I wanted to ease you guys, let you.
So wait a minute. It's looking like Patty showed the footage. So is she against what Patty did here in this situation?
Patty showed a piece of footage, didn't show the lead up to it, but it just showed the confrontation where the guy actually came up with the bat without the lead up, without the context, thinking it was going to show that the homeowner was unprovoked.
I think it depends on the cop taste, because some women would like that and some wouldn't like it. So use discretion. Use discretion.
You guys see the pepper spraying? There you go.
Oh, don't you love the
got
jump
two
cuts?
individuals going against what one man is telling you, and we're telling you, and I showed you the video of what happened. So I showed you the video.
I put pepper spray on my eggs.
Guys, if you guys want to say something, please let me know so we can pause it. Because people, maybe some people who haven't seen this video would like to hear the conversations going on.
Here's the thing, and then you can run the whole thing as far as I'm concerned. What the hell are you doing in a residential neighborhood in the middle of the night?
No, agreed. Yeah, there's no point in them doing what they're doing.
They're doing exactly what they want to do. They want to get the reaction and confrontation. And
freedom.
Well, of course, if I saw somebody walking around my truck at 3:00 in the morning, I'm gonna go out and confront them, and then they're going to be screaming and hollering that I charged them or some bullshit, just like they did
Well,
here.
no, I mean, in my jurisdiction, if I find somebody wandering around in the middle of the night, I'm going to think that they're trying to pull some car burglaries, and I'm going to be like, okay, give me your license, registration, proof of insurance, because I'm going to find out who you are, dude.
All right, let's continue.
Oh, well, you edited it. We've been right here and been able to edit anything. So, again, I did see that video.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
would
did?
very much like to see, or like
Yep.
to hear from him about what happened on.
Okay, well, talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him.
Since you guys didn't want to do any statements tonight.
Jump cut.
I'm in a lot of pain, and I need to go home. If you'd like to come back.
Is this the same guy that we watched a video the other day where he was like laid out in front of that door and he was like, "I'm not blocking the way. I'm not blocking the way."
Yes.
Oh,
That will be him.
I'm disabled. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
I would have just drug his ass out of that doorway. He was just being a puss.
That was so
A convicted pedophile being
No.
led out of an area that he was trying to get information on children at.
He's not a pedo.
Oh, I was given misinformation then.
He's just
So that will be stricken from the record. He is not.
But you know what? The
RB
fucking
Texas
guy
is.
got what he deserved because he was like filming juveniles in that office, and he refused to stop filming juveniles in that office. I think that little bastard got what he deserved.
Yeah.
And from a moral standpoint, absolutely. But from a legal standpoint, he was well in his.
I don't care about a legal standpoint. I'm going to protect the kids.
But as former law enforcement, should care about a legal standpoint, don't you think?
Nah.
I mean, let's be fair. Let's be fair.
If you have to look at the situation, what is more important, the reputation of the juvenile or this old fart that's like wants to argue with everybody? I'm going to take the juvenile. I'm going to take the juvenile. Look, you have to understand these guys, even though they have the legal right to do what they're doing, it is a moral thing that they should not do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree, and I agree with you. I completely agree with you, but I mean, like.
Well, when I saw that first thing when he was in the office and he doubled over claiming he was disabled, my first question is he receiving disability? Because I would love to drop a dime on him.
I think he is.
Well, the thing that pissed me off was the father, obviously the father of this juvenile that were going into the next room. He pushed that old man back. He said, "Get away from my son." And that's when he like, "Oh, I want to press charges on that man for assault." And then he totally caved in like a fucking puss, man. And I'm just telling you something. That's not okay. He was in the wrong. He was totally in the wrong. And then he totally folded like a soccer player who got fouled. They throw themselves down and act like fucking prima donnas. But that was bullshit.
If you want to audit anything, you don't do it with one of these. Like my case, pretty cool, huh?
All right, so let's continue with this video. See where he goes from here.
Wait for the next jump cut.
It'd be nice to see Patrick tased.
I don't think he's ever gonna allow that to happen. I don't think he'd cave in before that happened. He'd cave in before he let himself be put in that situation.
But he would get a lot more viewers.
He would, but I think he's too much of a puss to do it. Honestly, I don't think he could take it. He'd Hoosier himself for sure. He'd definitely Hoosier himself.
It's like I've always given the option to all these auditors that, hey, you want to meet me? I'll meet you. Just let me know where to show up, what to do. I'll tell you what. But they never, ever, ever answer.
Thank you.
Well,
Jump just cut. When you think it's over, you become overconfident and they come back in and they ask you the questions in a different way. And that's when you really are able to screw up.
Is this Acura?
No.
What?
Carolina Fort Worth.
Yes, Carolina Fort Worth, CFW.
Might it also be plausible that they had conflicting information, so they were trying to clarify your answers to a question to
well,
that's logic. That's logic.
Oh,
if you're telling the truth, you're not gonna fuck it up. You're gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, you are.
So
lie is pretty hard to remember.
Yeah.
We weren't on the property. We were never on the property. If you would give us your side of the story, we could
Okay, so here we go. So obviously they're explaining it's not the same officer that is asking this information. He's trying to get it to see if maybe the stories change, which cops do that. They want to see if your stories they remain the same, they don't change in some way. So I think it's pretty standard for cops to ask multiple times to make sure the stories they hold up. Nothing changes from them. They're accurate. That's just, but we couldn't be that easy, right? That's just logic. We can't do that with these auditors. Why is Patty's video so low?
I don't want to have to stop my body cam again, but again, we weren't on the property.
Oh, please stop making yourself part of the fucking story.
Does anybody know if he's still carrying his handcuffs?
Probably.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I always told him, man, $1,000 if he could wrestle me down and put handcuffs on me.
So there's no street lights, so we have a light to see. Okay, so we're walking down the street. There's no street lights on this street over here.
Oh,
So he just told how he and the elderly man alerted homeowners to their presence. Which I'm going to be honest, regardless of a camera or not, in the middle of the night, somebody's flashing a flashlight in a house, regardless of what they're doing, there's some nefarious reason for them to do that, and the police will be called.
And these aren't your normal flashlights. These are the retinal burner flashlights.
We're shining lights around, looking at the trees, looking at some of the cars. So anyway, so he comes out of his house.
That's not the camera's not my concern right now. I'm trying to find out.
So
instead of being out here,
being real aggressive with us and saying, "What the hell are you doing?" Da, da, da. And we're saying we're walking down the street. He says, and this is not going to be verbatim. He goes inside, gets his bag, comes across the street to the not this first corner, but the other corner.
Right.
He comes to that corner, and says, "What the hell are y'all doing? Get the hell out of here!" Da da da. Well, we tell him, "Okay, sir, we're going to go ahead and leave. We're going to walk off." So we cross the street and get to this corner over here, which he comes again at us with the bat. His wife comes out and says, "Come on inside, get inside." And we're telling him, "Yeah, do what you're told. Go inside, do what you're told." So he doesn't like that comment. That being said, he comes out.
Oh my God, I'd like to kick the shit out of this kid.
well, he's a physical vagrant. If you've seen his outfit, he literally has no visible means of support. Oh!
Who, Patrick? His mom?
Yeah.
I don't care if he has means of support. I'm going to put him fucking in the ER.
That's a good citizen.
Good citizen, yeah.
All right, so
said, and he's swinging it like this, and that's when he gets the mace.
And again, what was the purpose of shining a flashlight on the house?
Well, I mean, it's very easy for a light.
Can't spell.
It's very easy for a light to get on a house when you're looking at some of the cars, or it's very.
But she's a teacher.
Oh yeah.
Well, she's trying to she's trying to show what they were doing wrong in this video. She's trying to she's showing what they're doing wrong, but she's doing it in I guess an educational way, she believes. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm getting out of this video she's putting together. But I mean, yeah, in Patty's instance, yeah, he probably should have fuck up and not said anything in this instance. But I think it probably would have ended.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I have to just interject this, but my 12-year-old boy could kick the shit out of Patrick.
Well, she's kind of upset because she didn't pass the audition for the Van Halen Hot for Teacher video.
We've been on the sidewalk the whole time. We don't do that. We're just going for a walk. We're going for a walk, Sarge.
Walk at, I'm guessing, some nighttime, shining cameras.
It was
cameras.
It was
and the
1:30 in
flashlight.
the morning, Kenny.
Okay, 1:30 in the morning. I don't know what time. I just know it's the nighttime. 1:30 in the morning, flashing flashlights.
I was letting you know.
Thank you. Flashing flashlights all over people's houses. Someone comes out, and of course is a little pissed off, like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, I would, but he would. And then bullshit happened. And,
They're very fortunate that somebody didn't come out with a 12-gauge shotgun.
Well, they came out with a bat.
Shame they missed.
We've been on the sidewalk.
Okay, they might come out with a bat out there, but I'll tell you what, in Ohio, we'd come out with a shotgun.
We've never went on anyone.
Well, this is Texas. You would come out in Ohio. In Texas, they'll come out with a gun too. But he's lucky he was in the right neighborhood, apparently.
His property. If he wants to do a CTW, that's fine. But we were never on.
I can damn near guarantee you one of the neighbors was covering him with a gun.
Yeah,
probably.
All right. Well, you have some pepper spray on this, right? Okay, where is it? Over in the corner. No, you need to listen to me. Okay. You're under arrest. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
Here, let me get the phone.
I mean, what is this dude's psychosis?
Yeah, go ahead.
He just keeps on and on and on. What is this dude's psychosis?
He's 78. He's 78, guys.
He's 78, and he belongs in a home.
Well, no, I mean, if he's
or
able to
or
get
at
him-
home.
you know, I don't know. I'm not going to be like that, but he shouldn't be freaking. If he's 78 and he's out doing this, that he doesn't need to be using the fact that he's an old man as a fucking, as a
Yeah.
reason cops should be able to use. You know what I mean? Don't use that as an excuse. Don't try and use that as a crutch later on in the video, which he tends to do in his videos. He
Of
uses
course
them
he
as a crutch,
does.
and that's just ridiculous.
MDJ
If you're gonna do it, own up to it. Do it. Don't use
Well,
your.
yeah, if they do go hands on with him, then he goes uses it for clickbait because they're
Absolutely.
putting hands on an old man.
Exactly. Uses it as a crutch. Absolutely.
I don't have another. Can I hold it for you? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I still say if he's receiving disability, I would drop a dime on him in a heartbeat because it's like if you can be out here in this time of the night, you're either suffering from dementia, which is no laughing matter, or you're gaming the system.
Well, I guess it depends on what the disability would be. Because if it's a mental disability, there's no reason to be able to be out here.
Yeah, well, even at that, it's like
He claims it's his back
Ah, okay.
and
Yeah.
Hey
shoulder.
everybody, I just want to sign off. I gotta go. I love the panel. Kenny, thanks for having me on. Everybody have a great evening. I love you all. Chief Fellow Country Cop, all units. And bye.
Bye, Chief.
Salute.
Bye, Chief.
All right. Delphi, could you mute your mic while we're not talking, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
They should have cranked down on those handcuffs.
So is he going to the city jail, Plano City Jail? Okay. Yeah. Can I get his light? His phone?
He'll get everything out of their pockets in just a second. You to turn around, put your hands
Okay.
back,
All right.
and I'll take those from you.
Well, yeah. Here, I'll just put him in my pocket.
No, you won't, because they're not going to go in your pockets. Thank you.
No, you won't. They're not going to go in your pocket.
Wait, can you pause for a sec?
Yeah.
I think he just said the Plano jail. If Plano, that's up in the DFW area, so that would be different than where I thought they were at.
Maybe then.
I bet she doesn't dress like that when she's in class.
Probably not.
Ugly.
So what you got to do then is just pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and go on to the next one, and don't worry about it. But remember, keep your mouth shut around the cops.
No thanks. I think I'll spend my money. I'll spend my money on weed. It's much better investment.
What do you guys think?
I think the better advice is just don't break the law.
Yeah.
Carolina did good. She's trying.
Okay, fair enough. What do you think? Oh no, I consider myself
Me?
a watchdog. RPF. Hank, I'm asking Hank what he thinks.
Oh, I thought I that's what I'd already gave my opinion on it.
Okay, then live. What do you think, man?
Really?
Well, I know you already did a video on it, but this is not just Patty's video, but CFW's take on it as well.
It's stupid. If you're not breaking the law and you don't have anything to hide, then there isn't any reason why you can't keep your story straight.
Mm-hmm. True.
There is
Very
no
true.
reason. And if you watch my video, it shows old yacht line John there advance towards the homeowner and spray him.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't.
Well,
he didn't run at anybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Artie.
Absolutely, Artie.
Excuse me.
Margo, what do you think, ma'am?
Oh, I I wasn't actually watching it. I apologize. I was
Oh,
actually
no worries.
else.
You didn't
No
miss
worries.
anything.
Yeah, you didn't miss a whole lot.
I have a whole bunch of stuff coming in at once all the time, so I apologize. I was dealing with other things.
No worries. No worries. Delphi, what'd you think?
About which video, Patrick or
It's the
Carolina?
CFW. The CFW.
Well, it's okay, but CFW tends to make snap judgments. So it's kind of a meh, you know.
Should get better at it, kind of, sort of.
Carl, what you think, sir?
I don't like her at all. You know that.
Roland?
Well, this guy may have back problems, but I'll tell you right now, I'm having them right now. And so, you know, needless to say, you know, the meds don't work all the time, but I don't know. I get so fed up with these clowns. It's like I get more fed up with anybody who enables them by sending money. There's you know, you can send money to whoever you want to. I mean, you know, so it's the whole point of any of this stuff. But there's going to come a time for any of these auditors that they're going to run out of sympathetic people wanting to deprive themselves to let them go spend their money. And some, I've been told, take that money, and when they're not paying court costs and attorney's fees and fines, you know, they're blowing it in the casino. And it's like, you know, no, let me blow my money in the casino.
Gary, what'd you think, sir?
Hey, D. John, how you doing?
Kenny, I just got back on. I saw nothing the last 5 minutes.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so now we're going to take a look at something different. Now we're going to laugh a little bit. Now, if you guys don't know who Keeping It Criminal is, you guys are completely and utterly missing out on some internet gold on this one. And he's decided that he's no longer going to just sit on the sideline and talk about the auditing. He is going out and doing, and apparently he has released a new one that he would like us to share. So here we are, Keeping It Criminal, and this is auditing the internet files, a complaint form online. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Hey, what is up, guys? This is Auditing the Internet, and today we're going to file a complaint form against the LAPD, and we're going to do it online. So first thing that we need to do is...
Wait, who's he trying to be, guys? Who's he trying to be here?
Patrick?
Selmo.
Yes, Anselmo. That's who he's trying to be. That's great. Oh, I'm already loving this.
Oh, Chucklefuck. Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking maybe Silence Boy.
Maybe. I guess you can kind of go that way.
And type in Los Angeles Police Department complaint form.
Wait, maybe it is Silence Boy because it's LA. Maybe.
If only Kick was around to ask him.
Yeah, Kick, why don't you come on up and kind of explain to us your process for doing this?
Yeah,
a live audit with the auditor, if you can, Kick.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to take off because my back's not doing me any favors right now. But it was fun for the little bit of time that I can watch. I'll catch the repeat and everything. Great job, Kenny.
Roland.
Virgo.
Bye, Roland.
Bye, Roland.
Bye, Roland.
Bye, Roland. It's okay. I see. So who are you trying to? Who are you channeling in this one? Some people think it was Silent Boy, and some people think it was Anselmo, or maybe it was something completely different.
I was channeling my inner Anselmo. The only downside is my avatar doesn't have an all red outfit, and I'm working on that. So as soon as I do, Auditing the Internet will have his own special outfit to go along with it. And you can tell who I'm channeling as soon as you watch the rest of this riveting content.
Oh, I'm enthralled already.
Form. When we click go, We look for the first link that looks like it's from the LAPD website. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Okay, there's the giveaway.
There it is.
Wow.
Sounds familiar.
Oh God.
I could just fill this out online, or I could call them and leave a complaint. This is far from sensationalist bullshit. I can't monetize this.
That's good. Oh, so wait. Now is he actually going to go down and request it for him now? Since it wasn't enough.
It's hard to say. Auditing the internet was a little distraught last night. I had to talk him down from the ledge, but he'll be back very soon. Because he's got more complaints. I think he's going to go even higher, and he might send a complaint to Al Gore about the internet. So we'll see what happens.
Nice. Yeah. That was great, man. I'm loving those skits you're doing. That's fan.
Love your stuff.
Can
Fred.
you have him ask about the ice wall while he's talking to Gore?
The ice wall? You mean the one that surrounds the flat Earth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
I could
global
probably
warming and everything.
Yeah, I could probably get him on that.
And maybe let the Australians know that they don't exist.
Oh,
No,
absolutely.
they don't exist. So. They don't exist. They can't prove it.
Please ask him what extra good citizen. Oh, I think he's talking to someone. Oh, he's talking to Real Pirate Films. Extra good citizen, you want to come on up? You're more than welcome. We can get it.
Yeah, come on, inverse Ned Flanders.
That's what I love about your videos is the swipes you take are just hilarious.
They're accurate though.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So what did you think of CFW's video? Okay, keeping it criminal. What'd you think?
The same thing I think about every CFW video. She looks like a fucking skeleton with fake tits and a wig that's being puppeted. She has absolutely no facial animation. She's got more foundation than an apartment complex. I mean, there's nothing more to say. That's like every single video.
So how do you
Don't
really
hold back,
feel?
man.
Tell us how you really feel.
Actually, I'm
we're
secretly
like soulmates, Kick.
I'm secretly in love with her charger. That's what.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, just the charger. That's like the auditors. That's kind of like the people who put themselves on welfare and go out and buy an Escalade. That's like the auditor's call to fame is I've got a really fancy car, but shit else.
Yeah.
I've got this really fancy camera, but shit all for my name,
Yeah. Usually have like 3 or 4 or 5 different cameras, and they're really nice. But yeah, then
When you're talking about auditors, everybody deserves a nice home.
Well, except for Flim Cheerio, who lives in his van down by the river.
Yeah.
Hi, Artie.
What's up, Artie? How are you?
Hey, Artie.
Yo.
Hey, Artie.
Oh gosh.
Hey, Artie.
Hello.
All right, so I'm trying to find another one to watch. Let's see. How about we'll watch a.
I think we need to let Artie put in his 2 cents about CFW's video.
Did you watch the video?
I joined in right at the last bit where the old man was getting arrested.
Okay.
Which I already said, like he doesn't have any shame because he was the same guy that was like screaming bloody murder on the floor of a courthouse because somebody touched his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. So here's a question. I have a bunch of people up here. I was watching Maxwell the other day, and they showed the video where the cop ended up getting shot by that motorist guy, right? And somebody in chat said that James Freeman made the complaint that was family and mother for not raising that cop right, and that's the reason he was shot, because he stopped him for the tent window or whatever it was.
Because
I thought that was utterly ridiculous. It's like, really?
Because he was committing armed robbery.
That's exactly why. I mean, just the audacity to just blame, oh no, it's not the person that shot the cop. No, that he has nothing to do with it, right?
No. Nothing at all.
I honestly don't even put too much stock into that because it sounds like that's something that James Freeman would say just to troll people and get a reaction. So I'm not even going to be fazed by it because I honestly feel like it's just a troll.
Yeah, that's a good point. Probably is. All right, so let's take a look. I just saw one we can watch.
The bullets
Loud
just
Dog.
jumped out his gun and the wind was blowing so hard and blew them and the officer.
All right, so we'll take a look at let's look at everyone's favorite California auditors. Well, not everyone's favorite, but
Wait, which
Danny
which one?
Transparency Eye. We're gonna take a look at Danny Transparency Eye. He's the one that goes around with SGV and all those lot and Pato Libre audits.
Okay, I'm gonna need something to drink for this one because I really
Yeah, you probably are.
guys.
You
Hey,
probably are.
Kenny.
Yeah.
After this one, can we maybe go over one of Virgo's videos since we have her here?
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Gracing us
That'd
here
be
with her
awesome.
presence today.
That'll be awesome. Would you be willing to do that, Virgo?
Sure, whichever one you guys want.
Just Hank, if you could pick the video.
Oh,
Any
okay.
one of Anna's videos, possibly?
Okay.
Sure.
Just for Mars.
Sounds good. All right.
I think he's already seen them all, but okay.
But maybe we can help him figure out the difference between fact and fiction.
Hey guys, here. It's COVID testing. See this guy like from public country.
It's not a PBR. I heard opening. Is it, Artie? We don't like PBR around here.
Fuck no.
Okay, good.
Who don't like PBR? You communists.
Well, it's okay, Gary. We know you like PBR. You know, you mean the Air Force and all, so we'll let
You
it
like
pass.
PBR? I mean, are you from Williamsburg? Do you have a man bun?
At least I don't drink pickle beer.
That was one time. And I don't talk about that anymore.
He doesn't
got
answer
that
questions in regards to pickle beer.
I'll remind you. What did I say? No public parking.
But it looks like they're on private property, so they can't go on there anyway. There's a sign right there.
As per HIPAA
Absolutely.
law, Public Law 104. They even got the statute.
They do. Is that applicable here, Artie?
That's a good question. That's actually something I'm going to be looking up right now with my internets. But I don't know if that's it looks like there are a lot of cop cars there, so maybe that's a precinct.
Maybe it is. That's a good point. It might be. Yeah, I think they actually could walk up on them.
Only pictures? No pictures. Only pictures?
Thank you, SoCal.
Video or pictures? Wait, hold on.
Tacos and main course, DJ, so you're gonna have to fight him. You might have the side piece, tacos and main course.
Looking for the sheriff. Oh, parking.
Is this true, Lavender?
What?
What's on? What shithead is saying?
No.
I was gonna do some shtick, but no.
Yes or no? The guy with the hat doesn't know. He has work here.
If you're gonna dress up like Glenn, does that mean you need to roll around in dirt?
That's only if you dress up like Omaha.
Well, did you see that the Kenny's video that he put out shortly before he went live, showing him getting trespassed from Walmart? His fucking ear was dirtier than mine
Yeah.
are when I was getting
Yeah, I
camo
saw
grease.
that. I saw that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It was nasty.
Erg! Kenny! What's up, everybody on panel?
Hi, Gert.
Hey,
You know we
Gert.
can walk through here, right?
Man,
Hey.
You know we can walk here. This is a city. This belongs to the city. That's a city hall.
Okay, so they know that they can go up there. So what do you guys think? What is stopping them from doing that? Do you think that maybe they have some shred of humanity and some decency, which is why they are not doing that, or some other reason? You guys
No, because they have the sign there for no photography. They want to be challenged. Well, I'm here in public. That sign's against the law.
But don't
Well,
you think
is there a
like,
Yeah,
statue?
you need to create the privacy.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
by not
I
allowing
agree.
film.
So then why not walk right up on them? Because it looks they're in they're on a public property, so it's public property. They could
Nope, it
literally
isn't.
walk there. There's
Uh,
police cars
the
all
fir-
over the place.
It is
Well, the-
cordoned off there by rope.
Well, the first
Yep.
sign that it said no something parking, that would tell me it's private parking, whether
But
it's
it's
a police station.
Yeah, but it just again, you know how what they would argue that I'm not parking, I'm walking.
Yeah, but a authorized parking only is suggesting that it's a non-public parking lot, so it's not public property. But there I am trying to use common sense in a frauditor's frame of mind.
Don't even do it.
And besides, they have no moral character anyway. You know,
Yeah.
if they see something. Oh, I can do that.
Right.
Exactly.
What do you think? What do you think, Virgo?
Sorry, what?
Just what do you think so far of this video and like?
I'm trying to find the video to put up. Wait a minute.
She's multitasking. Okay, my bad.
I'm trying to find the video. You said you wanted me to find a video for you to put up, so that's what I'm doing.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Artie, did you come up to find out if it was applicable or not?
I found the public law, but it's basically the HIPAA law in and of itself, so it's not organized whatsoever. So I'm gonna have to start digging where they talk about privacy and personal medical information, because as it is with major pieces of legislation, it's like pages upon pages upon pages long, and it's only after it's passed that it's codified, where it's supposed to be. So I'm not there yet.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, excuses.
Hit him, please hit him.
Boo.
Damn it.
No, you.
She's kind of cute.
She's beautiful.
I'm sorry? No, just the logo of the city. I heard something happened here with the city manager that they were doing illegal stuff and we're investigating. Is that true?
Wait. So they're investigating
my
by
God.
standing outside, not going in a building and asking any pertinent questions, or standing and looking at a testing site. Somehow that is going to have that is how they're working on the story about some shady shit going on with the city council. Sounds legit to me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. If they said it.
And
Hey, Doofy, big pimp.
and,
Piss
Y'all
off,
had to let me get
Doofy.
it out.
yeah, and it's not like they can tell the truth that they're there to investigate what they think should be illegal, but is perfectly legal and legitimate to 99.9% of the population.
Yeah.
Oh, you work for the city, right?
Yes.
What do you do?
I am the city liaison.
The city
I
what?
have to go because there's a car.
No, what do you do?
I'm so sorry. There's a car coming.
No, they're coming away. Oh, no, what do you do for real?
Oh my God. Is this how you talk to a beautiful girl?
That's how you try to pick up women.
Like, is that the frauditor way of picking up chicks?
No,
I hate to see him at a bar.
This is a frauditor showing why he's single.
Yeah.
What do you do?
1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll come back. Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. No.
Yeah, she'll be back.
Right.
This is fucking riveting.
Oh, I know. I mean, they're going to get all the information they need about that bullshit shenanigans that's going on just right here, right, KSE? Everything they need, they're going to get right from that side street right there. Not asking
Absolutely.
any questions.
No, and you can't find that information anywhere else. You know, it's not like there's some massive database that is managed worldwide by multiple computers with information at our fingertips to find this. So this is a necessity for society.
Necessity, absolutely. This is the only way to do it. I mean, it's not like we live in, we don't live in some magical world where a database like that exists. No, we don't live like that. We're still in the dark ages.
Should I look it up on the World Wide Web to find out what the internet is?
Yeah, you might want
Go
to.
ahead.
Don't forget, but you're probably going to have to use dial-up, AOL.
Oh my God.
That's what I need to do next is auditing America online.
If you're gonna use
Hello.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Holla.
Oh yeah,
Okay, Carl.
yeah.
What, Carl?
if you're gonna use the World Wide Web, watch out for the spider, etc.
Yeah.
Hello, wala shala.
Oh boy.
Shala, this guy. Number 9. Number 9. Yeah. Numero 9. Paging number 9. Paging number 9.
Oh my God.
You know what? Maybe they think that they're talking in binary code right now. You know what? Because they need to know binary code in order to look up these websites. So maybe that's what they're doing. They're trying to just speak it out into the ether and hoping the information will just come back to them by speaking binary.
Maybe.
Well, they're trying to follow Biden's advice and finding a job in coding.
I don't know with me. I left it
Hey, Kenny?
in the car.
Yeah.
Can you please check the private chat for me?
Okay. We'll do that one.
Wait, you didn't see my second one.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I did.
sorry.
I see it. Oh, okay. Okay, no worries.
Right.
Well, we can save it for another time. You're able to come up and explain it then. That way,
Okay. I apologize, but you're welcome to play it if you'd like to, and I can certainly come on again. I just need to take care of this, so.
Absolutely. Yeah, no worries. We'll wait till you come on. That way it can be explained and all that good stuff.
Okay. All right. Great. Well, you guys have a good day, and thank you so much.
Love
You
to
too,
you,
Virgo.
You
Bye,
too,
Virgo.
Virgo.
Love
Bye,
you guys.
Virgo.
Bye.
Me too,
Love me
Virgo.
too.
All right, so yeah, it's not wise to mess with Litterbug. You're absolutely right, DJ. All right, so let's continue here and see what else kind of shenanigans he can get himself into. I always wonder I always wonder, like, are they actually taking pictures, or is it just some sound clip of them, the shutter sound? I'm wondering, or are they actually taking pictures? I always
A
wondered
lot
that.
of phones have it where if you're recording, you can tap the camera button again, and it will take still shots while you're
Okay.
recording. So, if anything, it's just them masking the red herring of what they're doing.
Yeah, probably that makes sense.
I have seen one of the ridiculous setups where they had a GoPro, a phone, and an SLR hooked up on their gimbal.
Floyd does have an app that he plays of the clicking,
Ah,
so it draws
Really?
attention. Yeah.
fucking Floyd. Because rolling around on the floor doesn't draw enough attention to yourself at all, right?
Right.
No.
Hiding
Yeah.
behind dumpsters. Yeah. No.
This isn't doing it anymore. The cops need more to go on than that.
Where's my house? Uh-oh.
Hola, gordito. Hola, gordito.
Oh, good grief.
And he does have a GoPro SLR and a cell phone on his freaking walking stick.
It's a beautiful day wherever they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going to be using, might as well be using some of the sunshine.
Yeah. So there's a setup. Yeah, look, he's got his phone. Look like he's just got.
That's an SLR.
Okay, and what's this over here? That another
GoPro.
phone?
A GoPro.
Oh, that's a GoPro. Okay. Is that a phone too?
That looks like one of those old handheld video recorders that you could pick up for like $80 at Best Buy.
Yeah,
Okay.
weren't they called like Flip or something?
Yeah, the Flip. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got a pretty nifty setup there.
And he's probably got a body cam on to boot.
Yeah, he probably does have a body
Yeah,
cam
I
on,
can
probably
see it.
right.
They need to put a
Yeah.
colonoscopy camera on their rig.
Ew.
Oh,
Come on.
no.
Hey, this is auditing absolutely nothing, and we're coming to you from deep inside.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Deep throat auditing.
Take their monopod from him and make him a human lollipop.
Everything's open. Oh, this is our city.
Are they COVID testing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
He has some sort of. I don't know. It looks like he
they have
honestly
one.
looks like.
Oh,
When I
go
saw
ahead.
him with that thing on his head, I honestly thought of like some little old lady in like Russia or Moscow or something walking
Babushka.
and just has a little thing over her head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But maybe he should find one that's large enough to fit his noggin.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah.
a little short right there.
Yeah.
But I did see one of his fellow auditors wandering around in the parking lot. So
Right here. Follow me more over here.
I love how they get a little frustrated when the public starts to record them. Like,
Yep.
This is my right to record, but not your right to record me recording them, because then that's a
Exactly.
recording loop.
Yep.
Record and get my good side, bro.
You don't have a good side, dude. You only have bad side. Yeah, goodbye, Vance. Oh, I love you too.
West Coast Digital? Yeah, you guys don't got shit to do, huh? Podongo.
You're stupid, though. You're stupid, though. I'm not West Coast Digital, dumbass. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. I'm not West Coast Digital, dude. Stupid.
Is this Latino Glenn Serio?
This
It might be.
It's Downey Transparent Eye, and I'm not sure who his little buddy is with today, but apparently he thinks he's West Coast Digital, which he's not. But West Coast Digital is based out of California as well. I believe Fresno.
Well, it's easier to tell who's who. I mean, you know, all buttholes look alike.
Yeah. I'll see. One of his buddies decided to go all the way up there. He didn't, though. Babushka decided to go up there. There's Babushka up there.
Babushka.
Yeah, he can't be there.
Oh, now he's getting brave.
Oh. He's got him distracted. I'm going to go in for it. I'm going to see if I can get some private information that I shouldn't have.
He's violating HIPAA.
Keep going, soldier.
Damn! If only I had room on this stick of mine to put a boom, to put a telescoping mic.
What service do you do here for our community?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, and what do you need for me to come and do my COVID test? What do you need? I'm sorry?
I don't want to be recorded.
It's for our community though.
I understand.
You information person. You wear a mask.
I just can't be recorded. I understand, and
No, can you tell me what do you have to
It looks,
pay money
I think
for me
it's
to
a
come and
police
get it?
department
It's
where they're
free?
conducting
Well,
tests.
How about if I come from another country? Can I get it?
yes,
For free?
yes.
Is it a PCR or
Yes,
different?
it's a PCR.
Okay, how long does it take? Can I do?
1 to 2 days.
I'm sorry.
1 to 2 days.
1 to 2 days, so I can travel with that,
Yes,
and that's for free.
yes.
Do I have to make an appointment?
Yeah, you have to make an appointment.
Where at?
Here, you're on your phone.
What's the name of the website?
Curative.com.
I'm sorry.
Curative.com.
Okay, thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. I don't know. So those ladies are here, man. Look at that. This car is owned. Yeah. Owned.
Oh, good grief. Stay away from those cars.
Owned? How are they owned? I don't understand how no one's been owned in this video. No one.
Right?
He thinks because they're cop cars that he owns them too. You
So he's owning the
Uh,
cop. So the cop cars are just there, and he's like, owned. That's right. You sit there. You stay there. Owned. You turn off. Owned.
I guess in his mind, yeah.
Hey, deputy.
That's one?
Deputy.
Right.
Hey there.
Good, how are you?
What's going on?
Oh.
Yes, Sergeant. Yeah. Hey, those cars are owned. All those.
I'm sorry?
Those cars the motor are owned.
Yeah,
You
they
guys
keep
turn
them
it
on because our computer systems need to be running.
Yeah. What's your name?
Detective Mejia, sir.
Detective Mejia?
Yes, sir. What are you guys working for?
By ourselves.
Oh, okay.
What are you up to?
Working hard, sir.
Yeah.
Working hard. Keeping our community safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think about the Floyd case? Have you been watching it?
No, sir, I
No?
haven't.
Oh, you need to watch it, man. It's very interesting.
It is. It's
Yeah.
a history, sir.
Yeah.
Definitely will be.
Hey, who's this guy? What's your name, senor?
All right, sir. Have a good day.
Hey, what's this guy's name?
That's Detective Rodriguez.
Detective Rodriguez. This is the guy I'm looking for. Yeah. Yeah. You. Are you?
Maybe that is Babushka. Maybe that's Glenn's Babushka.
Yuck.
Money, Detective Rodriguez?
Oh,
right,
God.
He's got a body cam and he's got the 360 cam on his shoulder there.
That stupid thing on his head, he looks like an uncircumcised penis. I just want to point out.
It really does.
It's ridiculous.
Your unit is on. Yes, a
So?
detective, another detective, guys. Yeah, and who's this guy? That's Chorizo. No.
Oh, don't film me.
No, don't film me.
your name, sir?
I don't give him.
Okay.
So could you do me a favor, sir?
I'm sorry. Last favor that did, it was a guy who was trying to assault me earlier, and we.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Wait, someone tried to assault him.
Who?
When? I know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing anybody trying to assault you at all, dude. You're a fucking liar.
There was just one guy who was thinking he was somebody else and mocking him while recording him, and then another guy who flipped him the bird.
Yeah,
that's not assault.
No.
Maybe he bumped into him as
Insults,
he walked
yeah,
by
but
because he was meandering in the walkway.
But remember, then they would have repeated, "Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!" But they never did, so I'm assuming they didn't.
But Kenny, these are California auditors. They all have pepper spray. Yeah.
They do.
We ran out of favors, so I'm so sorry, Mejia. Yeah, if you come back in 2 hours, it's gonna renew our favors. So can you
He's
come
an
back in
idiot.
2 hours and ask me again?
Oh my God.
Okay. Have a good day, man.
I'd rather ask nicely and it be
Ha-
done that way.
Have a good day.
I'm sorry?
Have a good day. You on the way out? Remember?
Safe, sir.
All right. Bye.
You know what? But again,
No favors. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, I guess I
run out of
can make
favors,
some
man.
time for
Sorry.
you. Here, I got a set of bracelets for you.
Yeah. No. I don't give a channel at chicharron.com. Yeah. 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 And I don't do favors anymore. At chicharron.com. Yeah. All right. Have a good day, man.
all right, sir.
All right.
He's cursing him out. Jesus.
Yeah. I already got some information, though.
No, he was giving him a website. It was just a website. He wasn't cussing him out.
Okay. Oh yeah, I thought I heard him called him a.
What's your name, sir? What's your name? Lopez. And you, what do you do for the city? Code enforcement? Oh yeah. All right. Are you planning to be a sheriff?
No, I'm too old already.
Oh yeah. No. If you're less than 40, yeah, you can still.
I'm 40.
Yeah, man.
You don't look 40.
Yeah, I turned 41.
Right.
Oh wow. All right.
Yeah.
So you keep in our city with all those codes enforced and everything.
Right.
Yeah. Those are garages, convertible garages, and everything.
Yeah, all my cases right now.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah.
All right, Lopez. Take care, man. Be safe up there. Mhm. Miss, can I do 2 appointments?
God.
Where?
When is the educational portion?
I don't
of this
have a computer.
Well, I remember
Yeah.
back in when they asked him what he was doing, and he was talking about how he was talking about he wanted to do a story on the corruption. I mean, he's had a few conversations with quite a few employees, and he's never brought up any kind of corruption that he might be looking into. So I'm not quite sure how he is, working on that story. Perhaps he's failing. He hasn't got any information whatsoever.
He's reading between the lines, Kenny. He knows that this is a secret code that the sheriffs and policemen have already come up with.
Yeah, there's no education in this. There's nothing educational about this video. This is just them coming in, trying to create content, create drama, and clicks and views, and that's pretty much it. This isn't teaching anybody anything.
Everything that they asked the woman there, they could have easily have gotten online.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she actually told him you got to make the appointment online. She told him that earlier too. So I mean, it should be nothing new. They're just being idiots.
Dicks.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a phone. No, I don't have the internet on my phone though.
Of course he doesn't.
Oh, wow.
As he's probably
You
live
guys do it here?
streaming.
I know, right?
I don't have
Come
internet
to
on
my
phone.
channel.
I live
I'm
with it.
trustworthy, but I don't have internet on my phone. Wink.
Yeah, I cannot
Wink.
go in there. So that's the only way I can do it?
Oh my god, there was
You're heroes, right?
an auditor video I was watching either this morning or last night or something like that, where they both claimed to be illiterate.
Really?
That's all.
Literally.
Doesn't surprise me.
They were at a police police precinct, and they wanted a records request, and they wanted the lady to fill out the records request for them because they claimed that they were illiterate.
I did a video on that.
I saw that one already.
Oh yeah,
Lavender, yes, Lavender was
I
yours.
saw that,
That's
Lav.
what it was. That is Lavender's. That's what it was. I'm like, you bunch of
You want to
dishonest
see the
mother-
supervisor? I am the supervisor.
Visor.
Thank you anyway for helping us with our community, man. Because you're heroes, right? At work. If I decide to just show up, and do you have any appointments on the internet right now, miss?
Yeah, there's a lot of appointments
Available?
Yeah.
So let's say if I want to come tomorrow, Friday, like around 5 o'clock. What time you guys close?
We are here Tuesday through Friday from 12 to 7.
Okay.
Saturday we are here from 9 to 4:30.
So if I come in on Friday, 5 p.m., when do I get my results? 1 to 2 days? In those 1 to 2 days, I'll be able to travel on Sunday, you think? If I do it on Friday?
So you should be receiving the results today, depending on how fast the laboratory works to take the results. So you will need to contact the airline to see if they will be taking the result within 40 hours before they can take it, or when you receive the result. So it will be up to them. I'm going to put the protocol on that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you call them to verify.
So now I think we're seeing the whole reason for them doing this. They need a test to travel, and so they decide, well, while we're here, we might as well make a video.
So let's waste 16 minutes on nothing and yell at the public and harass other people that show up. We'll ask some legitimate questions under the guise that we're ignorant, not necessarily because we're woefully ignorant, of course.
Oh my God.
Asked online and figured out from the website.
Absolutely.
And violate HIPAA at the same time.
Because I don't want to tell you something and I'm like, oh, no, you told me. So I don't-
Well, not
But
exactly.
Weekends, they work weekends, right? They work weekends.
Yeah, the lab is the work.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. And I can look at it on the internet, right? Okay, thank you. Frank.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Oh, just filming. Are you work for our community? Are you work for our community? What is your name?
Oh my God.
What do you do? I'm sorry? Inspector. Thank you for helping us here. Sophia, the inspector.
It's really lonely behind these cameras, miss. Would
Inspector
you
Sophia, yeah.
maybe want to get my number or my YouTube channel? Maybe we could.
I love how that other lady didn't come back when she told him she was going to come back. She never did show back up for him. Turned him down.
And the
Poor guy.
idiot fell. And the idiot fell for it.
The hell is that, Gary? Is that a pizza?
Gary, what the hell is that?
Oh, dude, it looks like the inside of an ear.
I know
Is that a diseased scrotum?
Is that
count as a
Ontario?
porn bomb?
Gary, what is happening?
I know, Gary. What
I
is
don't-
that?
I don't know.
Does this count
My
as a
thing
shitty
is-
porn bomb or something? Like, ew.
Wait a minute. I don't know what you're all
Turn your
talking
cam off.
about.
Your cam is doing something weird.
Where is that
Yeah.
camera?
What is that?
It's really
That is
weird. There we
disgusting
go.
looking.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
better. That's better. There we go.
I was about to say, was that coming to us live from inside
okay.
that frauditor?
That was Glenn's ear.
Wait a
Glenn's
minute.
ear.
Ew.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh.
I didn't know what.
Gary, what the hell? I ought to jump through the screen. I ought to internet punch you. Here, I'm gonna internet punch you for that one.
No, that was my
Oh.
camera shooting downward toward a little box that's underneath here. I got.
Oh, I was
up.
when cameras was on. I had the whole time he was on. I had my finger on the trigger just in case he decided to post something stupid. And I was like, I was ready the whole time. Like, I got you.
No,
I thought he was gonna get pissed off and then try and porn bomb me, but he didn't. Thank God. All right,
This
so
for you,
Lavender,
Gary.
So Lavender, what did you
Nasty
think?
pictures. All right, I'm gonna hop down, Kenny.
All right.
That
Yeah.
was so fucking boring.
Oh, jeez,
It
I did
was.
not mean to scare him.
I blame you, Kenny.
Yes,
was
he's
really
been picking
boring.
some doozies lately.
That was pretty fucking. I
Thank
agree.
God our First Amendments are being protected by the warriors.
Yes.
Yeah,
But not your
stalwart
HIPAA
warrior.
privacy.
I think the biggest thing is this could create such a wonderful conversation, right?
Mhm.
Like if you hold up a sign that said, do you know what your First Amendment right is? You know, it could be a wonderful conversation. And
Yeah.
that's the part I think that's missing. I do believe if you see something, like if you see an interaction and you stay far enough away so nobody's, you know, feeling as if their rights are infringed upon in any way or that the police are, you know, uncomfortable, don't be in the way. One, I think is a big thing. I don't necessarily have a problem with them filming though.
That's the problem. It's not about the filming. They're completely disingenuous. So it doesn't even matter what they're there to talk about. They will bring up that point later after they've already bothered the shit out of everyone in earshot.
Absolutely.
It's all about the clicks and views and the money.
But I think what I think AK had a good point. Like, if an auditor ever did decide to just hold the sign up and film it, and then people say, "Hey, what are you doing there?" "Oh, I'm just holding the sign up." By the way, did you know this? You'd have a real conversation. Not only that, there could be some genuine education done, which is what they're trying to do, educate the public. You know, that would be the best way to go about educating the public without creating content or making a complete and utter ass of yourselves. But of course, that's not going to be entertaining, so they're not going to do it that way.
Well, yeah, because it's not drama. And the sad thing is people are drawn to the drama. I mean, that's just society.
Yeah.
But I do think even alongside the drama, they could have these just really great conversations too. You know what I mean? You could throw in some really funny zingers and make it interesting. You don't have, I guess that's the part that has me so conflicted, is because I believe in your rights. I believe that you should be allowed to film and all this. I'm gonna pay for it. I don't personally think it's my fucking job to pay for it. I mean, if people feel obliged to, you know, donate because they like your content, cool.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But I just, too many are getting themselves in their situations where they can go to jail.
Carl, what'd you think, sir?
I'm sorry. I fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
Boring.
Wow.
My bad. I'm sorry. I know.
He was talking about the video. I know, right? Jeez.
Yeah.
Keeping it criminal, what'd you think, sir?
You know, this stream so far, aside from, like, if we separate what happened earlier with Virgo and cameras of ass destruction, and just look at what we had here, this stream was the equivalent of Spike TV. My video was like that one really good commercial, and everything else was shit.
I agree.
It was a pretty bad. agree. Why? I didn't know what it was, so I just figured their uses are entertaining because they're stupid. But
If
that
you
was
were
really
if you
boring.
were in charge of a television station's programming, you would have been fired halfway through the stream.
Yeah, basically, I have to agree. I don't like people self-filleting themselves on a live stream, but KIC is actually accurate. So this was a pain to get through. The last 17 minutes, I'm ready to move on to something else.
Gary,
about the video or their whole thing?
The whole thing.
The whole thing? If they were really as passionate as they say they are, they wouldn't accept money. They wouldn't accept anything. They just go out and do it. If they had to walk around in their socks, they would do it. That's why they're frauditors. Their whole concept, their whole setup, their whole belief in what they think they're doing.
Absolutely. I'm right with you on that one. All right, so let's see, what time is it? I'm gonna call this one. Loud, you got anything last minute, man?
Please sub everybody's channels that are here. Thank you so much, Kenny, for having me. Thank you, everybody on panel. You guys are awesome.
Ain't we though?
It was a great show. I enjoyed it.
Except that last part, huh?
Yeah.
Except for that last 17 minutes, yeah. I really want it back. You stole that.
Sorry. It was more than 17 minutes too because we paused a lot.
Okay, so make it worse.
Well, hey, at least we made it more entertaining.
Just keep
by our
grinding in
commentary.
the
Come on.
glass there, Kenny. Come on, keep
We made it
grinding.
more. We made it more entertaining with our
Just had to put a
commentary.
little
I mean,
salt
come
in
on.
that wound, just a little bit.
No, our commentary just extended the pain. Let's be real.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. All right, Carl, you got anything last minute, sir?
Thank you, and thank you for your service. And
No problem.
rest in peace, Angie Dower and Catnet. As always, reality bites, and so do I.
Keeping it criminal.
Thanks for the opportunity to come up and actually say a whole bunch of curse words because I try to keep it clean on my channel. Also, if you haven't, donate to CatNat. And thanks again for giving me the opportunity to yell at cameras of ass distraction.
Wait, hold on. So I just want to address something in chat right now. So Glitter, Mars, there's no threatening that is against TOS. So this is your one warning. If you threaten anyone else again, mods, silence him. You got your one warning. Next time, you're done. All right. Gary, you have anything last minute to say?
Oh, thanks for having me up. This is pretty entertaining, as usual. I enjoyed being here. I love the videos if my silly ass phone would quit screwing around with me.
All right, Delphi?
Well, just thanks for having me up. I learned a lot.
And Artie.
Hmm?
Artie, last minute thing.
Well,
to say last minute?
Well, I'm not done. I just got here, so I'm probably gonna go live in about 15 minutes. And if you guys are on my Discord, you can join me on the voice chat there.
Great. Hank, you got anything last minute?
Well, can somebody drop the link to Artie's Discord?
I got it. I'll put it in there.
I'm
If
also
allowed to
gonna
post links.
I don't know. I'll make you a mod if you're not.
Put it in the private chat. You can
You
put it in the private chat.
I'll put it in there. Yeah, then I'll post it. I'm also gonna post the link to my Discord as well. If you guys want to join in there, it's right there. And then I'll post Artie's. All right, cool. I'll post that for you.
But thanks for having me on. Notwithstanding.
Oh, oops, I did it there. I did it in the. There we go. I put it in the wrong place. There we go. All right, thank you, Artie. Hanky, anything last minute, sir?
Oh, thanks for having me up and using cameras of mass destruction as a chew toy.
Great. AK?
I'm late to the party, but thanks for having me.
All right, thank you. All right, so I just want to thank everyone for joining. It's been a whole lot of fun. We got up to like 1:30, I think. That was pretty awesome. I think that's a new record for me. So thank you, everyone that joined in.
We're up to
A lot of.
165.
Oh, was I? Okay. Well, whatever. It's still a new record. Thank you. That was a lot of. It's been a whole lot of fun. Thank you, Artie. Thank you, Lab, Carl, Cuban Criminal, Gary, Hank, AK, Kate, who was on earlier, and Virgo, who was on earlier. You all made this such a wonderful show. And also everyone in chat, Glitter, SoCal, Taze, DJin, everyone in chat. Thank you for everyone that did a super chat. All the new members, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. All right, guys, hope you all have a great day. And remember to make sure you tell somebody that you love them today, because you never know when you're going to get that opportunity again. All right, guys, go over to Artie's and some hell and join both of our Discords. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Peace.
Love y'all.
I can't believe you two took that raving lunatic seriously. What do you think this is?